Mike, turn your games down.
Haru, episode 260 of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's not who they look like with me tonight?
This is Joe Butler, and I can't believe you got Star Wars in my Kingdom Hearts.
and Star Trek.
This is Dominic. I'm back once again. Here we are. It's the prequels, baby.
Why, yes, Tara. These are chocolate chip cookies. Hey, it's Lionheart.
Today, listeners, Mike decided to invite for this new episode an actual princess. And who's the actual princess joining us today?
I'm the Let's Play Princess Phoebe Stanton. Definitely not worthy of being a princess's light.
Oh, that was good, by the way. And welcome, everyone. And we are continuing our Kingdom Hearts journey. Which I still can't. I'm in. We are talking about Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, developed by Square Enix, published by Square Enix, and came out originally on the PSP in 2010, then got remade in the final mix. I don't remember when, but yes.
A few years later.
Okay.
2015, around that time, I think. I don't know. 2013? No, I don't know.
Around 15-ish. 14,
Somewhere
15.
around that time.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I mean, I played the PSP version because I could. And
Because
I did.
Mike, of course.
Well, that it was also on. I was playing it on my Steam Deck, and it emulated perfectly, so I could just do it that way.
Well, this one kind of gets a pass because I will be completely bitching about it later. But there's only one extra added episode for this. But unlike the final mix 1 and 2, there's no enemy variation. There's no like secret cutscenes added. The only thing that's added is in the arena mode. There's like 2 extra secret bosses, and then I think there's 2 more secret bosses that were added to the main world, and then like I said, the secret episode that was added as well.
Mm-hmm.
I played the Final Mix version because I played Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix earlier this year. So, you got to complete the game, right?
Yeah, it makes. I mean, hey, you played it right. I mean, I would have. I have the PS4 copy, but that doesn't fit into my Steam Deck. So, that
The PS3 copy might, I guess.
maybe, but not very well. I haven't messed with PS3 on Steam Deck or really in general.
And the PS3 versions, I don't remember, but weren't they the ones that didn't have like 60 FPS?
I don't know. I don't even know the damn difference, to be honest with you.
There's a difference. At least
I know,
Hearts
but
2.
I did not notice any huge problems.
As a guy who plays tons of old games, I wouldn't have noticed. So,
Uh,
but I've never played Birth by Sleep before. I have heard. I was not interested at all in Kingdom Hearts at the time when this stuff was coming out. Like, I didn't give a shit. I was done with the series. I'm like, I'll play 3 someday, maybe. But then they kept doing others. I thought spin-offs in quotation, not realizing that this is all part of the actual series.
They had to just do some other little chapters to kind of just expand the story.
exactly.
I mean, this game could have been like a numbered entry.
They could all be numbered entries.
It could have.
Yeah.
And people, thought that it would have been because of the secret ending in Kingdom Hearts 2 showing these characters. Well, we didn't know at the time, but these characters.
Yes, but what would they call it? Kingdom Hearts 0? It doesn't continue the Sora saga.
Doesn't it, though?
You'd be surprised.
It ends up doing it, but like Star Wars, if it doesn't continue the Skywalker saga, it can't be a number.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, because Kingdom Hearts numbered entries are always Sora, and other stuff is also Sora. So okay, I don't know, it's just one of those things that's always like I just didn't think I didn't give this game even a thought. Like I didn't even own this on PSP, which surprised me because I bought a lot of PSP games for cheap at a pawn store, and I never picked this up. I just had no interest. I just did not give a shit about this at all.
I never thought I'd be here.
You're the exact opposite of me. I bought a PSP exclusively for this game.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I got a PSP just for this game as well. Because I didn't buy that many PSP games back
I
in
bought
the
a
day.
PSP for Falcom games.
Oh.
But Phoebe, you were already you were into Kingdom Hearts probably still at this time, right? When this came out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, I was so in deep that this and a PSP and a 3DS were both bought exclusively for Kingdom Hearts.
See, I never bought a 3DS for Kingdom Hearts. I just waited for the inevitable HD version.
Well, I didn't have any final mixes until pretty recently, so.
Joe, what is your history with this game?
I bought a 3DS for Dream Drop Distance, and I think I I had a hacked PSP in high school, and I specifically played this.
You criminal.
Weirdly enough. And this game also very much means a lot to me for some stupid reason, only because whenever we moved up to Missouri, me and my partner's best friends got us a going away gift, and they bought themselves, and you know where I'm going with this when I say it, they also bought themselves a gift. And so when we opened it, we all had Wayfinders. I have Ventuses, my partner's has Aquas, and they have Terras.
That is awesome.
Mine's hanging up in my room next to a very shitty Sora action figure, and my partner's is hanging in our car.
I have a Wayfinder. I have it right there with the rest of my Kingdom Hearts collection.
What's yours made out of?
No idea. I want to get another one because I saw this one was like a few years ago, and it's not like transparent. You know how in the game it's like
not transparent.
Transparent like acrylic. I did see that there are on Etsy. You can find them. There is one that you can even like make of custom colors. There's one that I kind of wanted a purple one because it's my favorite color. But I have the aqua one because she's my favorite character in this game.
Okay.
Mine's made of metal, and that thing's got some heft. If I swung that thing around, I could probably take someone's eye out.
Mine's not completely metal, but I do think that if I throw it like a shuriken, I might kill someone. I don't know. May your heart be your guiding key.
And Emanuel, what is your history with this game?
I'm almost certain that I did buy it for PSP. It was this and Final Fantasy, or goddammit, was Crisis Core, Final Fantasy 7. Those were like the two games that I really wanted to play on PSP, and I think that I got them both. But yeah, I played it, I beat it, I loved it, and then years later I played the HD version, and then once again here we are, again with a vengeance.
And Dominic.
Oh, I played it millions of times. No, this is the first time. And it's a crime that the best scene is so inaccessible.
You talking about the secret episode?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that also wasn't added until HD, but yeah, that should not be locked away the way it is, where you have to beat Proud Mode with all three characters.
I just want to know when Christopher Lee had a chance to record that.
No, because this isn't Christopher Lee. It's Steve. God damn it.
Sound alike?
Yeah, God damn it, Corey Burton.
Oh, that's Corey.
He does a good job though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's him. I can kind of tell them apart pretty well.
I was pretty convinced.
They do a good job. If it is, that guy does a good job of imitating Christopher Lee. So
he's done it for many years. I think that we talked about this in 358. Like he was also Count Dooku in the Clone Wars, which Count Dooku was Christopher Lee in the movies.
And he was the man with the golden gun.
And he was the man with the golden gun.
Really?
Okay, Christopher Lee was only Ansem in Kingdom Hearts 2 and Days.
Yep.
I think he was the man with the golden gun, unless I'm making the things up.
Yeah, no, he was. I've seen that movie.
A long time. But okay. So, they got some big voice actors for this game too. Like I was really surprised when we start this game up and I hear Mark Hamill. I'm like, what are you doing here?
Hey.
Mark Hamill, Leonard Nimoy. They even got fucking Haley Joel Osment.
As a secret character.
I should say there will be spoilers for Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, obviously, and there will be spoilers for other Kingdom Hearts games that came out before this. Hopefully not. It shouldn't be after this, but who the fuck knows with us. But so there's your warning. There will be spoilers.
And there will be no spoilers for future entries.
Please
wink,
no.
Wink.
I will keep my mouth shut.
Hey, we're almost there. We're almost there.
Yeah, like 3 more games, almost there.
Are we though?
Oh no, actually I'm wrong.
3 main games, but there's a bunch of shit we got to do. We got Recoded, we got Dream Dot Distance, and then 3, but there's all the other stuff we have to do in between that. So
Rechain 2.8 final chapter prologue.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that we're going to be doing. Well, some of us will be doing. Rechain will just be, I think, me, Dominic, and maybe Phoebe, but
I was gonna say I'll just get it out of the way so I don't say anything later. I'm pretty sure this game sets up stuff that hasn't even been introduced in the series yet.
Yes, it does. It very much does.
That's just Kingdom Hearts in general, isn't it, at this point?
Yeah.
It's fascinating. It's an interesting way to world build. I'll tell you that.
He supposedly started writing this series in 97, and
Oh, Jesus.
Playing this game after playing 3 in Dream Drop Distance, I can believe it.
Are you fucking
Okay.
serious? That does make fucking sense, actually.
You know how many ideas Kingdom Hearts 2 has? That would make more sense.
Yeah, I was like, I knew this was a prequel, but I didn't expect what it was.
Yeah, I didn't realize the capital P prequel.
Yeah, I was not expect. Like, I thought it was farther back than what it was because it's like what 10 years or so before.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, before the first game.
But not that far before. I was thinking when I first saw that the picture, the trailer from the end of the last Kingdom Hearts 2, that secret episode, I was thinking that this game was going to take place like hundreds or thousands of years before.
I did too.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that was the assumption by everyone.
Okay, good. So it wasn't just me.
No. Well, I'm pretty sure that was like.
No, you've also been in this world of worlds for a long time. Like, you're not new to the series.
Mm-hmm.
You're with the zeitgeist.
And the funny part is that people thought that, and then Tetsunomura was like, "Oh, surprise! There is actually a game that comes out 100 years before, and we decided to turn it into a mobile game."
Oh god, there's like 4 now.
Yeah.
So I think what they should do for the PS5 generation, maybe even for PS6, just release the whole thing as one playable game, like the whole series.
I think that at that point they'll have made at least a remake of the first Kingdom Hearts. Okay.
Like they should fully remake 358 and recode it just to have it as like chapters of the story.
I'm gonna say something right now. They should actually like remake this game too. And I love this game, but there are a lot of things that I wish that were done like with how games are done now, especially considering the whole having to change or not change, but take 3 different stories or 3 quote unquote different stories, which aren't different because it's just from different perspectives. But having to restart each time with everyone, God damn it, it's because of Alan Wake 2. I wish that you could just swap between all characters at any given moment and just experience like, oh, now you're fighting this battle in this scenario, and then you're fighting this battle in this scenario, and whatever. Like,
as a Nier fan, I very much appreciate the way they're trying to tell the story. Is it cumbersome? A little bit.
Well,
oh yeah,
but like, I get it.
But no, he's right. Emanuel, I mean, if it was like where you did a chapter as each character and just kind of flowed the way the story is supposed to go, that would have been kind of nice, to be honest. Like, I mean, yes, you could literally just start all 3 and play them in the order because they each do things a little bit differently, and then the story comes together. So that would be cool.
And it can be done because in Dream Drop Distance, that's how it's done. Like, you start as Sora, but then something happens and you then continue as Riku, and then so on and so forth, and you can technically swap between both. There is a gimmick to it.
We'll get there.
Exactly. We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah,
but it is possible, and it has
not
been
bad.
done in Kingdom Hearts.
It's just really funny that this game has the chapter select once you beat your first character, and it's like, hey, do you want to skip the introduction and the tutorial? But then
every
you
time.
don't actually skip the introduction because you're still fighting the balls of light with the other 2 characters.
Okay, so like, why do they let you fight the balls of light, but they don't let you do the boss fight between Aqua and Terra?
Yeah, that's dumb.
That weirded me out. I want to do the fight.
Yeah, I know.
See, and I swear to God, there are boss fights that are cut.
Mike,
what?
Like,
Mike played the original version, and Mike, was there a boss battle between Aqua and Terra at the beginning?
I don't remember.
Mark of Mastery thing?
There might have been. I don't remember.
there's not.
like I did Ven first, so it made sense to me that Ven's not going to partake in that. Sure.
I did Terra first because that's what the internet told me to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out that Terra, it's like, what the fuck? Instead of Aqua gets to fight Ericus. Great.
Ugh, that fucking that. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how like the story really like what you. It's like some people get to certain planets first, and other ones get to the planets a little bit later.
There's a timeline in the game.
Yeah.
There's,
Each planet has a 3-act structure.
In the extras menu, it says timeline, and you can see.
It's a little difficult though. Like I would have like what you said. I would have rather played. I would like a remake where you just the game just throws you between each chapter and then you just go.
Yeah, and like actually give a definitive of who the hell won the award at Disney Town.
It's always the third person.
I know, but it's like they all three of them win, but in each scenario, each one gets the goddamn ice cream, but the other ones aren't there to receive the ice cream. Like, just in the if they do remake it, just have all of them eating the fucking ice cream there.
We made a flavor just for you. No, you didn't. You made one based off of yourself. I can see the mini head there.
Oh god.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Y'all want to talk about weird discourse before we really dig into this juicy story? Phoebe and Emanuel might remember. I always thought it was weird. Teenager, I remember people being like, "Oh man, I can't believe there's a romance story between Terra and Aqua, and Ventus gets shafted." And as an adult, I'm like, "Those are two people, and that's their child. What the fuck are y'all talking?"
What?
There's a romance between Terra and Aqua.
I
didn't
don't see it.
I don't. I've never seen it either, but
They're just friends.
Those are
I
probably the two most platonic main characters in the series so far.
I don't mean they're married. I just mean they're his parents. Like they legitimately take care of that.
Oh yeah, they
Okay,
they act like
That is
parents
true.
to Ven, but for them to be
How different are they in age?
We're not going to get into that
we're
conversation.
not gonna get into that.
Okay, I mean, Ventus is not like he's only been there a couple years. It sounds like they both grew up on that place, been trained.
Yes.
That's just, I mean,
Land of Departures.
game is confusing. But we should say like this is an action RPG like the rest of the Kingdom Hearts series. So if you don't know what that, if you hadn't played a game and you're like, oh, I'm just listening to these episodes, that's what it plays like an action RPG. So. Yep.
But okay, but there's more ammo for Terra and Ventus than there is for Terra and Aqua.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, the whole Ventus's whole story is all about Terra left. I gotta go help him, and then you spend the entire time chasing him down.
Hell, I will believe Riku and I will believe Kairi and Sora before I believe Aqua and Terra.
Mm-hmm.
I still believe
And Kairi and Sora is the most forced relationship of the entire series.
I will say
the yandere.
I will say I do like that this is not like romance focused. Like
no, not at all, and that's nice.
Star Wars prequels, because this is blatantly a Star Wars prequel.
But this is good. I mean,
I mean, it's better.
If I had a nickel every time Mark Hamill believed that his people would turn to the dark side and almost killed him, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's specifically weird that it's happened twice.
Oh shit! Now that you
And they are
mention
both-
it, you're right.
And they are both great.
If you flip it, you would have 3 nickels.
Jesus.
I don't understand that.
Oh, if he was the pupil who became evil, we would have 3 nickels.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was okay. So you go back what I said minutes a while ago, but like having Mark Hamill just surprised me. Like that, I was shocked when I had that when he does the voice.
Prolific voice actor Mark Hamill.
Well, I was just surprised that he was in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's wild. I mean, both of them having Mark Hamill and Leonard Nimoy in the same game that was originally a handheld game.
Yeah, it's a PSP game. Like for God's sakes, like why are you like? It just surprised me. I mean,
it shouldn't matter what platform it's on. It's telling an important part of the story.
I know,
Yeah,
but
Yes,
At
but this
the
is back in the
time,
day.
if you put a
This is
game
back
on
in the day when this shit wasn't like that. Like obviously we had like Samuel Jackson in GTA San Andreas, but shit is like huge. Like having these two like iconic people who have played iconic characters in a portable game, like
it just seemed. Well, I also at the time I considered portable. This is a me problem. Portable systems to be inferior, and like the spin-offs crap you would put on there. Like example is Resistance Retribution. That's not a part of that series. Only
that is. I'm pretty sure that is the consensus by normal
and that's-
media.
And it's an awful predecessor.
No, it is.
It is.
I'm not that way anymore.
I'm not saying that it's not, but
that's how it
it's
was
what it is.
at the time.
Exactly.
I grew up, but like that was just something that I kind of thought about when I was with this game. Like I was just surprised. Well, I was just surprised that they just had him anyway. Like he wasn't cheap. I'm sure. So.
Oh, I'm sure not.
Oh no, probably not.
But he also doesn't last. He's only in this game, then he's gone, and he doesn't really. I don't know. It's just I found this stuff like interesting. Like even at first, I really thought this was going to be farther back until you start seeing characters you recognize, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're not. We're not that far away from the current.
Just consider what happens when they have to keep recasting Xehanort.
Oh God,
I don't want to get there yet.
Yeah, that's gonna be something. But do you know what Ericus is, Mike?
The guy.
Phoebe, no, don't say anything. I
I'm
wanna
not
see
saying
that's all
anything.
I
Don't
knew.
you worry.
Do you know?
What is
Do you
it? I
know?
want
What
to know what is it.
Hey, it's the same as Yin Sid, guys.
He's a master.
No. Okay. Yes, but
Oh,
what is
I
his
know what it
name?
is. Okay.
What is his name?
Oh God.
What?
Did
Did you not realize that?
Dominic got it.
Because the X in his name?
No.
No.
What is Erica's backwards, Mike?
Square.
Oh. Don't square it off.
And his keyblade
Wait.
has the
It's
the
not completely
E from the
backwards.
Enix.
It's not completely backwards.
It's a fucking anagram.
Oh,
It's
okay.
ERAQUS. They switched the Q and the U to make it make sense.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made sense, but still.
What is his
Okay.
keyblade?
Also, gotta bring it up and remember that one time where IGN just called him Araquis.
No, they
None of-
didn't.
Yes, they did.
Oh my god.
I will look for that.
So where does the name Xehanort come from then? What fucking company got rearranged there?
No, I don't think they do. Well, I don't know.
So I was confused. I mean, Xehanort just looks like a villain at the moment you see him in this game.
What?
No, that's just a harmless old bald man.
He just
harmless
looked like a
old
wow.
bald and
Just looks like a villain. I mean, I knew he was a villain anyway
With his
because I've
dark
seen it.
clothes and his yellow eyes.
Well, that and I think I've seen stuff over the years too. Like, you know, I know where things are going with it.
it's okay. Plotline wise, it doesn't make sense either. Because I shit you not, because technically it's not a spoiler because the scene happens earlier, and I wanted to bring it up. So we go to where Aqua goes and tells Eriquis later on, where she's like, hey, something's up with like Terra and Xehanort. And Eriquis goes, I saw this happening. You see how at the beginning of these games I have this scar? And it's like, yeah. Well, earlier, here's a cutscene of me arguing with Xehanort where he wants to go get the Keyblade, and I have 0 scars. And then he hits me with a dark attack, and now I have scars. And I'm like, wait a minute, motherfucker, did you invite him to the Mark of Mastery exam on purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
I am confused.
He totally did. He's an idiot, but he did.
It's
So and
again,
what's the,
it's
because there's
just like
3
the Jedi
chairs
Council.
for the masters. Was the other chair supposed to be Yen Sid?
Probably.
Yes, probably because they do say that he's a retired master now.
Okay, I was just,
It's weird how that room probably has more chairs later on in this timeline.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
it's not the same. Not the same place as the Nobodies.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
But
That's
No.
what Aqua turns it into.
No,
No.
it's not.
Yes,
No,
it is.
it turns into Castle
No.
Oblivion.
It
Yeah,
turns to
it's a-
Castle Oblivion, where
Oh.
the organization is reunited in the world that no
I
one
thought
was.
okay, I have my notes. She turned into the land that time forgot. I couldn't remember if that was Castle Oblivion or like the hangout spot.
No.
I mean, that's a hangout spot for them. Or Luxie and all his little side group are hanging out there.
They
Yeah, but
are.
they're all assassinated.
And they don't have like a the shares and all of that. Like,
something secret rooms.
oh yeah, that.
Also,
Oh, yeah, you guys do remember about that? Well, did you guys saw that part in Final Mix in Kingdom Hearts 2 where Semnes is just like slowly walking down all those stairs and goes to a room
A Room of Awakening.
with Aqua's armor.
Yeah.
I do not remember.
I don't remember that. Is that in the middle part where he
It's
goes down all
in-
the
it's-
long stairs?
While everyone is fighting the Thousand Heartless battle, there is at one point a cutscene where you see Semnes like entering, the place where the machine is that creates the Heartless in Hollow Bastion.
Yeah.
Like there is a secret passage under there, and he goes in there and he's just like walking down some stairs for like 30 minutes. Yeah, the most
Okay,
feels
I
like-
remember that scene. I remember I fell asleep during that one scene.
Yeah, and it's because he takes like forever to get through those stairs. But yeah, he just sits down. He finds a secret room there, and he sits down, and he's like, something old friend, and it's Aqua's armor. And that
Right.
room is quote unquote tied to the secret room in Castle Oblivion.
Of course it is.
I need to
Dark
I-
portals.
I need to find that cutscene for y'all because that cutscene's also important because when he's walking down the stairs and going through the hallway, it looks like there are cells in that hallway as well, which is important for something later on that
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about.
Well, clearly they had to keep Ventus's body somewhere.
It's not there, trust me.
It's
something
nothing.
It's something way stupider than that, trust me.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna text you real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and text me. It's fine.
One joke that
but-
I always that stayed with me since we did Kingdom Hearts 1 is you guys told me that there's a story reason why Mickey is naked in that first part when you first see him, and that has stuck with me the entire time that we've been covering this.
Don't worry, we're close.
Okay, but I always
How do you like seeing younger and dumber Mickey? Like,
I don't.
he can't do shit to save his life in this game. I feel like.
Oh boy, I sure do love teleporting around.
Hey, but it makes it so much more satisfying when he does become like so OP later on. You know,
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Mickey's probably one of my top 5 favorite characters so far in the series.
oh, he's great.
But it's very interesting to see him portrayed this way.
He's great for now.
Oh no!
I mean, he's good in the Aqua fight.
Yeah, Mickey is in the Aqua fight, like helping you fight Ventus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll. God, when we get there, we'll get there. But you'll see.
We gotta get through Recoded.
I love Mickey, but something happens. Some dumb shit happens with him. Or not some dumb shit happens. He just God. I'm not gonna say. I can't say because it's a spoiler, so never mind. Just keep in mind, Mickey's awesome right now.
All right,
Oh,
you
dear.
got it. I'll take it.
So, Mike, how do you like Keyblades?
Oh god.
Oh,
Yes, Ventus.
the Keyblade Garden look cool, or Keyblade Battlefield does look cool as hell. I hate the whole thing of we're gonna say X is key. I hate that, by the way. That whole
Keyblade.
I hate. I was like, this is stupid.
I
Get
do
the
like
fuck outta
that they
here.
do say some kind of key, some kind of Kai. But it doesn't-
Keyblade.
Kai
Kyrie.
Mike, you're too deep in now. You can't back out.
Oh, I'm not trying to. I mean, we're finishing this whole series. Next year, the goal is to get to 3 and 3 DLC next year.
I'm sorry.
But
It's-
you should be
it's really
sorry.
not-
You're on board now too, Phoebe. So
Oh,
It's
no,
really
but I've already done it
not
before.
that
It's
much
fine.
at this
And there's-
point.
no.
There's so much shit that I want to talk about that I can't.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
there's-
I'm loving this experience. I'm so happy that I'm able to finally play these games. And the best part is, I don't really have to pay attention. I can play through the game, enjoy it, and be like, hey, Joe, tell me what actually happened. I have no fucking idea what I just saw. And Joe will tell me. Great.
I hate that I know these games in the back of my fucking hand. It's
Oh,
ingrained into my
I
brain.
understand why
And
people
you
it
could
would
gets
almost-
to your soul and heart.
You could almost say I have it memorized.
Committed to memory?
He said the thing.
Like, I am very
Thing that I
excited to replay Kingdom Hearts 1 next year. I'm just going to.
Okay, let me know when you do, because we could always do a recover of it just because. So, maybe, depending on
Is
my
it-
schedule.
Because we started that first one so much longer ago.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure
Last
about.
year?
I feel like it was
But, like-
last year, but it was early. Like, we had
Yeah.
a bigger break between, like, there's less of a break coming up with these episodes.
We did Chain of Memories in January.
We did do
So-
Chain of Memories.
I wasn't really sure about Kingdom Hearts series, and then it just took off.
Oh, we're kind of hopping all over the place, and there's one
We are.
really important thing. There's one really important thing that I don't think the two of you realized. I know Phoebe knows, and then me and Emanuel actually had a private conversation about it, and he got pissed off. So I'm really excited to bring it up.
Okay.
He got pissed off.
This is about the command board?
No, stupider than that. Y'all two don't answer. So, did y'all figure out why Roxas looks like Ventus?
Yes.
Is it because they're using Ventus's body, but it's a new soul inside of it?
No.
My guess, or my hypothesis, is it's because Ventus ended up like fusing part of his heartlessness or pure heart, whatever the fuck he has, became part of Sora's heart.
No, it's because Ventus and Ventus together are the Keyblade, and that's also Sora.
Yes.
No.
If you tell me, it's gonna make sense.
So it's not gonna make sense because it's actually fucking awful and hilarious at the same time. So in the beginning scene as Ventus, when he's like shirtless, there is a voice that talks to him. That is a unborn, still in the womb Sora who gives his heart. He gives his heart to Ventus to use to borrow, and then when Ventus's heart breaks, he hides his heart back in Sora's so it can be repaired. And the reason why. There's a reason why Ventus looks like Sora, and I can't remember why exactly. I remember what they said whenever he's created, when you see like Xehanort plunge his Keyblade into Ventus's heart and pull out like a body, that he has no head. Like there's no head there officially.
Right. So
a face.
Ventus's heart was split in two, and that's where Venus comes in. That's why they are both part of the Keyblade.
Yes. That part's true, yeah.
Right. And so he took Sora's heart because for whatever reason Sora's able to connect with him and make that conversation happen. And then they get split apart. And then Sora gets it back, and that heart lives on like Titanic.
It
makes in the lore it makes sense.
Okay.
It's stupid.
No.
With everything else that they're easily able to do, they're able to plunge people into dark realms. They're able to have time be meaningless. They're able to just have technology where people can fall asleep for a year and have their memory repaired.
I'm okay with that idea.
I'm fully capable of accepting that somehow there's a connection between Sora and Ventus.
That's just the connection, though. It's just that they help each other out. That's really all it is.
Because
Nice.
Sora is basically Anakin Skywalker.
You're not
he
wrong.
is the chosen one.
I was gonna say every other character in this series is a Time Lord at this point.
No, I
And
mean,
it
Sora
makes
is
so
the
much more
chosen.
sense then at the end.
I mean, that's
when-
also why Ventus has Sora's face,
yes.
which really, really bothered me, by the way, when he took off that mask. So,
My roommate and I had an argument about that, whether or not that is the real reason that he has Sora's face.
Well, because it's thematically parallel to Roxas and Sora. Then
Yeah,
there are for some reason two boys inside this boy. Along
Or
with
it
Kyrie.
could be something that hasn't even shown up in the games yet.
So
Sora
So
once
we're-
again non-binary stan.
Yes.
we are going to now
Royalty.
get into a game called Who's Inside Sora's Heart at the moment. Because as of the ending of Kingdom Hearts 2, let's see who's in there after all the games we played. So at the end of Birth by Sleep, which is the Kingdom Hearts 2 ending, you have inside Sora's Heart currently Roxas, Ventus, Vanitas, and somehow Xion. That's
Yep.
in there somewhere.
Yes.
because
there are-
Xion merged with
Roxas.
Roxas.
Yeah, there are 4 people in that Heart Hotel.
that Heart Hotel, that was good.
Well, yes, because Roxas got split apart again paralleling Vanitas and Ventus.
So who bunked in Kyrie's old room, do you think?
Vanitas.
Can't we ask her grandmother or something?
Oh gosh, don't even.
Whatever happened to that grandmother? Probably swallowed by darkness.
Well,
we learned-
considering
we
that
learned
all the
this
other people
game.
I saw on Radiant Garden I saw their nobody versions. I have a good idea what's going to happen there in the next 10 years.
Well, we learned at some point that Xehanort is from Destiny Islands.
Yeah,
Oh, we did.
there's a special gene where every 10 years a boy develops white hair and no one knows why, and he's just inherently kind of evil.
like the little boy that becomes a organization member later on.
Oh, Zexion.
Yes.
Yenza. Wait, yes.
Yeah, so
He's stupid.
Yep.
Joe.
That is probably the more confusing part, is having to line up who is who in the organization.
Joe and Emanuel, this question will make the most sense too. Did
Okay.
you all
Heard about
on this playthrough notice that all 3 playable characters in Arrakis have an X somewhere on their uniform?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I like to think it's because that man plans ahead. But we also have a new form. We have a new term for this series now, and I hope Dominic and Michael have the same reaction to it, because I know Emanuel and Phoebe will. We now have a term which is referred to as being Norted. So
Yep.
being Norted is when you have a piece of Xehanort inside of you, which you develop yellow eyes. Bray explains it earlier, and then we have a little bit of Harry Potter thrown in when Xehanort just straight up Harry Potter Voldemort himself inside of Terra.
Oh, yeah.
Terra
Right.
Nord. The Terra Nord begins.
A Terra Nort begins.
Tara got Norded. Does anyone else get Norded at this point?
At this point, no.
Right.
at this point, Break probably.
Who is Bray?
Just Bray.
Sigbar.
Zigbar.
Oh, Zigbar.
Oh, the guy that loses his eye.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're not going to
Yes.
have that conversation either.
That's the assassin. That's the sniper guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
When you first see him, his eyes aren't yellow. Then when he's in the Keyblade graveyard, his eyes are yellow. So
Oh, I did not catch that.
I just remember him from the "You're not Terra, are you?"
I would not be asking him that, because if he said yes, you'd be fucked.
yeah.
I think he knew, though.
I
I also like how both Terra and Aqua beat Terra Nort concave that he got amnesia. There's like that dude's got so many blows to the soft spot. I'm surprised he even forms full sentences.
He almost didn't.
He has 2 people in there.
Just Ansem running over. What is your name, young lad? Zaya Nord?
It's a weird fucking game. Okay, that's all I got.
It's the most complex look at Identity Crisis I've ever seen.
It's the most anime game too. I love it so much.
Well,
It's so much better than Metal Gear.
at some point.
As someone who's played most of Metal Gear, I realized I enjoy this kind of storytelling in this way more.
You don't like a guy brainwashing himself to think that a ghost is living in an arm and possessing him?
My favorite twist of all time.
That is great.
Oh God, is that Metal Gear 5? I've never played that.
No,
that's 4. That's 4.
Oh,
4 is a fantastic
okay.
video game.
Yes, it is. Also on this podcast. Go listen
I've
to
only
it.
played 1, 2, and 3, so I.
I've only played
You
one
can
of
stop
them.
there, you're good.
They're both fantastic.
My even more favorite part of that is, so wait, is the arm not possessing him? And it's like, no, the arm possessed him and he got sick of it, so he ripped it off and put a fake arm on.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
The boat scene in Metal Gear Solid 4 is one of my favorite cutscenes I think I've ever seen.
The one where he's laughing and pointing and running away.
Yes.
I don't remember anything of what you guys are saying. So, it's
But
been a
yeah,
while.
Kingdom Hearts.
Please,
We
give me
did
one.
Metal Gear for the podcast.
I know. You know how many games I play a year?
I'm surprised.
five
that
so far
Mike-
this year.
Is
I'm
Kingdom Hearts
surprised that
3
Mike
the
has
Metal Gear
retained
Solid
as much.
4?
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, and
Ah.
Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts
and-
is 2.
And
I mean-
mobile games that
Yeah, there's also that too. I mean, one thing we also haven't really said, like the way that this. Oh no, we talked about that. But I'm trying to think what the hell is I gonna say?
I don't know.
even know.
Earth
I'm so
Ice is Metal
confused.
Gear Solid 3.
That's
And it came at the same point that Metal Gear Solid 3 came into the series.
So
Theoretically.
one. Oh, I know what I want to say. One thing I really appreciated way more than anybody could. There was no. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. After playing, I was so happy. I was like,
damn.
I never want to see that fucking world again. I know I will, but I don't want.
Why not? It's
'Cause I
better
don't
than
like that movie.
Atlantica.
It is.
I'd take Atlantica any day of the week.
Same.
Oh God,
Those
Same.
are
heathens.
fighting words.
You heathens.
I know we're doing Recoded next.
Yeah, I was gonna say you only have to put up with it once more.
Oh,
Wait, are
I
we doing
mean,
the cutscene or are we doing the actual game?
I'm doing the game.
They're
I'm
doing
doing
the
the game.
game. I'm doing cutscenes. I ain't playing that shit.
It was a good game.
yeah,
Oh,
I heard it's cool.
if they remake it and put it on like the other
Put it on the
games,
Switch.
put it on the Switch.
I am currently playing Recoded. I'm having a good time so far.
Thank you.
But I'm glad that we don't get to revisit that many.
No, I mean, we
The
get a
old-
lot of new worlds. Like, well, sort of. Like, for the
Sort of.
first time, we see Sleeping Beauty not as a stained glass window. We see Cinderella. We get to go to those worlds. We get to deal more with Maleficent. Like, stuff that... How we have a Lilo and Stitch world, which I still just was baffled by. But it was just, like,
Yeah.
things like that. Like, I really appreciated it.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
why? Are you
Yeah, we
shocked
still have not
that
entered the
longest
realm of the
running IP
Aristocats.
is this path?
What were you saying, Phoebe?
I was gonna say, why are you surprised that Lilo and Stitch? That IP is still going.
Yeah, because, I don't know. One, I've never seen that movie. So that plays a part. in it.
It's a great movie.
Wow.
My favorite my favorite part of the Lilo and Stitch part was that they use one of the bosses is from the cartoon where they explain what the other
Oh,
625.
Oh, Sparky, yeah.
Yeah.
The
But,
sandwich
I
guy.
also,
Oh, Ruben. Ruben's great.
I love the sandwich guy. But also, did y'all notice that the theme of the episodes, where everyone has a theme, where I'm not really 100% sure what Ventus's was, but Aqua was like, hey, maybe you shouldn't follow people blindly just because they're your leader. And Terra's is, hey, stop being a naughty shit and doing darkness things like ripping princesses' hearts out.
Ventus was like, have to find mommy and daddy.
Which,
Basically.
according to Maleficent, well, was it according to Maleficent? Like, no, it was Xehanort who said it, that Terra wasn't the one who like ripped out Sleeping Beauty's heart, implying that it
that's
was
not-
him, but making it look like it was Terra, so that he could like,
Yes.
you know.
So we can
But he
advance
was
the
framed.
story.
Uh,
Yeah, they do talk about that.
And then some of the gameplay stuff I think is really interesting too, that I also really want to bring up. I hope you guys like command stuff because that comes back for Dream Drop Distance.
Any command stuff.
The deck.
Oh,
Yeah,
like the
deck.
D-links and the decks and all that. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was fine.
Not the
I don't
Not the
think
D-Link,
Not
but
the
all-
D-Link.
Here.
Well,
I hope you like
D-Link-
Pokemon.
oh
I
yeah,
feel like Pokemon guys.
Dream Drop Distance is fair, but it's not. It's not like that. It's like you have these Pokemon that are essentially Donald and Goofy, like replacements.
Yeah. And much like when you're a Pokemon game, you get to pet them and everything.
Yes.
There's
Also, is there
Shop-
is there a mini game where I get to rub the PS4 touchpad?
Yes.
Yes, actually,
Yes.
very much there is.
Yes, you do.
Excellent.
Also, Shotlock stays around too, and I'm really glad because Shotlock is such a beast of a fucking ability to have.
Yeah, and the forms. Holy shit, the forms in this game are so good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're no final form, but yeah.
You mean the form with like the D-Link stuff, or?
No, I
No.
mean like Firestorm and Diamond
Oh,
Dust.
when you do like certain
When-
attacks enough and you
yeah.
build up that meter. Okay, no, that was a really cool idea to have. I really appreciated it.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, best one is Ghost Drive.
Yes! Followed by fucking Windblade.
I'm gonna guess that Mike doesn't know which one is Ghost Drive.
Nope, Mike does not.
It's a secondary, like once you are already in one of the forms, you gotta use like, I believe it's like Thunder Bay, lightning, and then it's mostly Aqua, I think, that has that form, right?
I don't know if anybody else has it.
Yeah,
I know that
they
Aqua
all
has
have.
it because I used it a lot with her. But it's like she just teleports around like a ghost.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, she does the thing that Vanitas does, which I think is funny.
Oh god, Vanitas. Too slow.
So Venus is just Shadow then.
You're not that wrong, you know. Damn,
Fake.
not here. Maria.
The Chaos Emerald.
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
It's nice to see Haley Joel Osment got to use like a different acting style for once in the series.
Yeah. Yes.
So Vanitas is going to play a part later on, right?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
he's gone.
Yeah, I don't
Everybody's
believe
gonna
that
play
because
a
I own a
part,
Funko Pop of Vanitas that says Kingdom Hearts 3 on the box. So I don't believe you, Joseph.
We'll get there.
So we'll get there, but since you have that, I'll go ahead and admit this. If you liked Haley Joel Osment's like voice in this, he hams it up the next time he's Vanitas. It's like actually fucking terrifying.
Okay. No, I after we did Kingdom Hearts 2 and I was in a Super Kingdom Hearts movie, I went to a toy swap that day or the day before, some point around there, and I saw that Funko Pop and I grabbed it.
Do you have any other Kingdom Hearts Funko Pops?
I have a few actually. Yes.
I was gonna say, shit, how many spoilers do you have that are just Funko Pops?
Oh, just that. That's the only one I have from Kingdom Hearts 3 was Vanitas. There was nothing
Okay.
else. Like there was a Riku and stuff like that, but that didn't. I have a Riku, Kairi, Sora Pop somewhere. I have a Sora Funko Pop of the cover of the PS2 game. That's a GameStop exclusive. I was really happy with that one.
Wait, what? There's one of those?
Yeah, there is.
What?
That's awesome.
So
I'll send a picture of it.
No,
later.
you're gonna send it
What?
to me.
what
I'll send you a picture.
Whatever.
Sure, you got it.
what I'm about to say is not real. It's a joke. I want to repeat that to Dominic and Michael. It's not real. It's not true. It's a joke. But how
believe
fucked
you.
up would it be? How fucked up would it be, Mike, if you went to the toy swap and you just see Xehanort Sora and it's like, oh well, that got fucking spoiled for me.
I don't understand even what you said.
Good.
Okay.
Looking at the Funko
Well, no,
Pops
like-
that I have, I don't see any spoilers in any of them.
No, I don't think there are any spoilers. It's just the Vanitas, and I'm like, I don't know who the hell this is, but you know what? I'll buy it anyway because I'm in the mood. So
Well, now you know who it is.
sort of. I still don't really know who it is. I'm still confused, but
He's
I left-
the darkness part of Ventus.
So basically, Xehanort was trying to fucking find a cheap way to fucking create the Keyblade, the X-Blade. I'm gonna call it the X-Blade because I'm fucking goddamn bullshit. It's also an awful design.
He also wants to enact the Keyblade War again.
And
Yes. So basically, he tries to train Vanitas, and that fails because, or not Vanitas, Ventus.
Ventus.
He tries to train Ventus, but Ventus is a little bitch. So he basically splits Ventus into two people: New Ventus, whose heart is completely pure of light, and then Vanitas, who is completely of darkness. And because creating a person that is 100% darkness, it also created the Unversed. And so by having both of them fight, he basically created a very bullshit way shortcut to create the Keyblade.
So here's a question, and it's probably a stupid question, honestly. I don't think it lines up at all.
we are talking about Kingdom Hearts, by the way. So.
Exactly.
So Sora's heart is also in Ventus's at some point, and then it swaps back and forth.
Yes.
Is Vanitas then also tied to Riku in a similar way?
outside of that, outside of that costume, no.
Yeah, that's basically just it.
Because that also is a parallel to that.
I like to think the parallel for that is because as we find out later on, because when Terranort exists and Terranort is split and becomes Ansem and Xemnas, there's probably some goofy thing of, I have this outfit laying around and this white-haired kid is my pupil. Here, put on this stupid outfit that I have.
Okay, fair
Oh
enough.
god, that means at one point Riku had Terra, Xehanort, or Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, and himself all in one body.
Yes.
Ugh.
In this fucking series, man. This one.
I didn't,
You don't
I didn't
even
think
know.
about that.
You don't even know the half of it, boy.
I am excited to replay these games already.
Once we finish the entire series and it makes sense.
Yeah,
More
I
sense?
think that it's better if you guys leave it for when we're like at the very least having played Kingdom Hearts 3, where everything has quote unquote been resolved. Not really, but
So, are we doing episodes about the mobile games?
Yes.
My understanding is that we were going to watch videos on that during the 0.8 minisode.
Okay, I'll buy alcohol for that.
0.2,
The other part of the HD final chapter prologue.
the back cover.
Yeah, that'll be its own episode, maybe, depending how much there is.
Back cover is one thing. 0.2 Bird by Sleep is another thing.
Those will be two different episodes.
Yes.
The
Well, okay.
other part, there's the Dream Drop Distance port, and then there's the other stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
it's- yeah.
I was gonna say back cover is a prequel to Chi or Kai, or whatever the fuck, which was
Unchained.
a browser MMO in I think Japan, and then like the first 400 missions of Union Cross are a recap of that, and then there's
Wow.
Dark Road, and now we're getting Missing Links. Why is half this series on mobile?
I don't know.
Why did Coda get such nice treatment in the transition from mobile to DS?
It's because in Japan, like, people really use their phones for gaming. Yeah, I think.
Unlike us. Well, I mean,
Right, but why did only Coda get a port?
I don't know. You're asking for
popular.
the wrong guy.
yeah, I'm with Dominic. I would have liked to see more ports just because why not?
I would
I had the-
rather than take
at
those
the
games
very
and make
least.
them.
Wish that they would put those E, Unchained, Dark Road, whatever. Put them on Steam at least. Like, Mega Man X Dive.
Hell yeah.
They and Ever Crisis now that they put on Steam after they were like mobile for a while. Like, just put them on Steam or something. I don't know.
Well,
yeah, I should try Ever Crisis. I just have not messed with it yet.
I mean,
Ever
the way
Crisis
they
is
do it-
not available in my country, you motherfucker.
But you okay?
I know, Mike. I know. I am part of the United States
Yeah.
of America. Somehow I'm not, according to Square Enix.
So I think the way they did it is they took out all the gameplay or all the gacha systems out of Union Cross and Dark Road, but you can still get the app. It's just all the cutscenes now. It's pretty much a movie.
That's fine. I mean, that's all you need, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, especially since Union Cross was 1,200 plus missions and only 40 of them are relevant to anything.
I'm not surprised. It's a mobile game. Come on now. Like I played Record Keeper a whole bunch at one time. I get it.
Same, and
I would have kept playing it had I not lost my save when I switched phones at one point. I was like, well, we're not going back to that. So I think I put it away. Never played it.
On a slightly different topic,
Please, Kingdom Hearts.
A little different hot topic. Yes.
I might go
we
there
should talk
too.
about in the ever widening war between Disney characters and Final Fantasy characters. We have one new entrant from the Final Fantasy series.
We had a Final Fantasy
First
character in this?
Yes.
Zack.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Oh my
I forgot
god.
he was in this game. I mean, we don't have like any other Final Fantasy characters, do we, in this game?
Moogles.
Repeat?
not even in
Yep.
Radiant Garden. So,
We got the Moogles.
oh, does that count?
Not to me. But
Yes.
At this point,
I forgot Zach was in this. I don't like Zach just because I just don't. I have my issues with
I'm
Zach,
going
but
to.
I have not played
beat you.
Crisis Core.
I am.
I
You
have.
are. God.
I want to do it on the show
I-
really bad.
You
I
should.
Mike, when you
Original.
get into playing the 7 series, maybe
I've done
I'll
Dirge
join
of
you for
Cerberus,
that.
but that's it on the show.
Good game.
I did not beat that. game.
You don't have to worry about that. It's been done and gone, so I ain't doing it again.
Speaking of games that need remakes, they're just.
Yeah.
we might
No,
get
okay.
that
It was
actually,
cool
so.
to see Zach. I mean, it makes sense because this is a prequel. Zach's a prequel, prequel type thing because he's blah 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 blah. But that was cool. Like I was like, all right, cool. You put him in here, and we'll never see him again. All right, works for
Didn't
me.
I like put a bucket on his head or something like that?
With the helmet on his head, so you don't know who
Yeah,
it is.
that's Spartan helmet.
Yeah, they gave him a Spartan relook, which I actually really dig. It was really cool.
Yeah, I had no problem with the look. I mean, it was fine. He was there.
Too bad whenever his theme kicks in, I have a fucking meltdown and start crying. So it's whatever.
Why? Wow.
That theme hurts my fucking feelings. That theme hurts my fucking feelings. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
It's
know
nice
what
that
theme-
they did something a little bit different with the Olympus stuff, at least.
Yeah, I agree. It
Oh,
wasn't boring.
yeah, and it'll be even less boring in Kingdom Hearts 3. It's
I
the
also
The first
You didn't-
version of Olympus.
Didn't mind Neverland in this game either. Like Neverland was fine. Like we went back to it. I'm kind of like I'm not ever a big fan of Neverland, but I didn't mind the Peter Pan stuff in this game.
We actually
I
got to see Neverland.
yeah, that was nice.
And not just the fucking boat.
Oh God!
Or just
I
the
just flashed back to the whole fucking boss fight. Jesus Christ!
What?
Which one?
Game?
One.
Was it Kingdom Hearts 2 or was it this game where you had to fucking get the alligator to keep biting the pirate guy?
Wasn't it 358?
Was it 358?
I
No.
think it's 358.
I think it's
I don't
358
remember.
because here you
Where
can
it's like
knock.
he
can knock.
keeps charging you. You have to get him into the water.
I think it might have been 358 because here you do fight him and there's the alligator in the surrounding waters, but you can still attack him and take away his HP. If you throw him into the water, he just takes damage and then just comes back.
Right, but you like knock him off balance, and that's how you get him in the water.
You
I don't
just
know, I never
gotta
did
hit
that
him
in this
a
game.
lot. So
I mean, I
remember
really appreciated
that-
how
that
this
was a hard
game
fight.
made you go to all the worlds 3 times, but it always felt different each time. I really appreciated that.
Funny call out, Phoebe. I think it's funny that it's a more appreciated because you go through the worlds and you realize, oh, it's only like 3 rooms, as opposed to where if it was like, what is it like? If it was as many rooms as like Kingdom Hearts 1, I think people would actually gotten pissed.
Or for some of them it is.
It's
talking
nice
about
that
the
they-
Depending
boat,
on
right?
which character and which world.
like Neverland's pretty big. No, yeah, this is Neverland. Yeah, no, because Neverland eventually loops back around when you get to Aqua's
Yeah.
Mhm.
world
Yep.
version.
I think one of my favorite things though with this as well is you can totally tell this was PSP because there's a scene where I think they're in Cinderella World with Aqua and like the weird butler's like, look at all the people dancing, and it's just Cinderella and fucking
And
the
there
prince.
was no one there.
There's no people. Yeah, it's PSP. That's fine. I mean, the graphics look good. Like this game looked good on my Steam Deck.
Yeah, and it looks better in the HD version.
I
Like,
believe that, but then I would have had to play it on the PS4. Then I can't play it when I'm doing other things where I have to be at a certain. I have to sit at a certain chair. So it just wasn't not the same.
yeah, they
Sounds
really
like
need
someone-
to put this series on Steam so that you can goddamn get them.
Are they
Cool.
not?
So they're on Epic only.
They're on Epic.
They're actually on sale right now, but they're on sale on Epic, so I'm not going to buy them.
They're on the Switch, but they're not on Steam.
They're not
Well,
really
well,
on the Switch.
They are cloud versions on the Switch,
Yeah.
and that does not count.
When the Switch goes offline in 20 years, you'll never be able to play Kingdom Hearts on it again.
And hey, hopefully in
I
the
don't think
Switch
it'll be 20
2 they
years.
actually
I
put
think it'll
them.
be a lot sooner than that.
Oh, yeah.
If everything doesn't carry over to the Switch too, fuck
It won't.
that.
I mean, if
I
they
am
did, then
going
how
to
are they
be
going to sell
so
it to you
mad.
twice? I mean, they can't sell it to you twice if they don't. If they bring it over. Come on now, that's the Nintendo way.
You're not wrong.
I know I'm not. That's the problem. No,
So much.
that's why I don't invest in Nintendo's online thing at all. I won't buy. Like I buy a lot of digital games. I don't like Nintendo because they won't respect me.
I just want them to put more Japanese games on the Switch Online stuff that they can translate and make money on, and it's a cheaper investment than making a whole new game. But hey, I just want to play
Hey,
Pokemon
Kingdom
Trading
Hearts.
Card Game too. Damn it!
I don't want to. I just looked up Kingdom Hearts 3 on Epic. I was like, maybe I should buy it so I can play it on my PC, and it's $24.
You're going to at some point gotta have to to do it because of the show, Mike.
With
Well, I know, but
DLC?
I own a copy of it, to be honest with you, for PS4.
It's just that you don't want to bust out the PS4.
So Pete's a character now.
Oh right, Pete,
Yeah.
You
some
mean
reason.
Captain Justice or Racer X?
Racer X. I love that stupid shit of him having like 2 alter egos because it just reminds me of Metabots when it was, god damn it. The Phantom Thief X and Space Metafighter X were 2 different characters. One was evil and one was good, but it was the same person. Just
I was gonna say, was it the referee or was it the store owner?
it was a store owner.
God, I love that you know that.
I would love that.
I watched a lot of Metabots. I actually watched the whole of Metabots until they swapped the animation style, and I did not watch that garbage.
I would really love to know if Nomura always planned to have a villain like Pete in the series.
Probably.
I don't know.
Well, probably not, because if we're getting him in this prequel and Maleficent at the end is talking to him saying, be my lackey and I'll give you all this power, where was he in 1?
Not at the wrong spot. At the wrong spot, apparently, because in 2, he's like, I've been all over the place, and I finally found this fucking thing. He's looking for the tower, right?
He went to all the worlds we didn't visit in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Probably, yeah. But also, he's not like part of the the Disney villains in Kingdom Hearts 1. So I don't know. Maybe not. I'm sure that Nomura would say, yeah, I planned this like 20 years ago, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And no, bullshit, you just got it off your ass at the moment. So
Yeah.
Well, when we play Kingdom Hearts 4, after we play Final Fantasy 15, he can safely say he planned it 20 years ago.
Which, speaking of getting it off his ass, let's talk about the thing that I told you that I have a goddamn peeve about and retcon in this fucking game with Kingdom Hearts 2.
Sure.
Okay, what is it?
Donald and Goofy have clearly been to the mysterious tower and have met Yen Sid.
Oh, okay, I remember this. He bitched about it. Yes.
Clearly they have been there. So
But it was
why
10
the
years
fuck?
ago.
Why
I
the
forgot.
Why the fuck in Kingdom Hearts 2 are they like Yen Sid lives here?
Because they forgot. They went through a lot of traumatic experiences, Emanuel. And
That
sometimes
is-
they
They're
forget.
idiots.
That is bullshit.
That's a better explanation than mine. I'll go with it. Dominic, you win.
That is bullshit.
Yeah, but I get it.
Somehow they're connected to Sora, and when he got his memories wiped in Chain of Memories, that leads to them.
The memories were of what happened in Castle Oblivion, not of their entire fucking lives.
And their journal. Don't forget the journal.
All of this happens before Jiminy's journal too. So the excuses. It is a retcon, and I hate it.
We're gonna get to a lot of records.
He just wanted Donald. He wanted Donald Goofy blindfolded while they're in here, so they never saw the place. That's what Manuel wanted. They have blindfold on their face and like, where are we?
Well, gosh, who's talking now?
Every anthropomorphic animal character in this game is an idiot. In the series, really.
Welcome to Kingdom Hearts.
Everybody's an idiot.
Even Mickey.
Do?
Even King Mickey, who is supposed to be a badass in this game, is
Idiot.
a space cadet idiot.
He was learning.
Minnie's always good.
Oh yeah, Minnie's in this too, isn't she? For a little bit. For some
Yes.
reason?
She doesn't look like a fucking character float this time, at least.
That's fair.
Oh my God.
Pete, you've gone too far, you motherfucker. I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm.
Well, then she just sends him to deep space.
Oh, she sends him to the Shadow Realm. She's like, well, Jimbo, it's time.
If Aqua can be
only
banished
response is,
there,
"Aw,
Pete should be
shucks."
banished there.
Oh, God.
Imagine that whole last cutscene, but it's Pete instead of Ansem.
I didn't understand the stuff with Pete, like
What about it?
him just being here, which is I don't know.
He was trying to win a prize. That's the whole character arc.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah,
no, he
lives
was
in Disney
banished
Town and
somewhere.
He wants to be the best guy.
Yeah, he was sent to the Phantom Zone from Superman or the
Oh.
Shadow Realm from you.
What really happened? Where is he actually sent to?
I'm telling you, he was sent to the Shadow Realm, Mike.
I mean, did she really just send him to the darkness?
Yeah, not
What
the
did
darkness.
what did he do? He tried to get people to vote for him. Was a bully, so we're gonna sentence you to like death.
Yes, because he was trying to force himself to get the prize thing. So
Well,
Minnie
she-
was like, "Well, fuck you."
She straight up said you went too far this time.
Man.
Which
I
means
want
that
to know
he
who voted for him.
Himself?
No, there were more than one person voted for him. She said you had votes, plural.
He rigged the votes.
Maybe he told people he was gonna build a wall around Disney Town, and people fell for it. Who knows?
Get out.
Well, I don't know. It's really weird to be like, oh, let's all vote for our favorite person, and then you go and there's like 10 people who live in Toontown, and then you go and see Pete has like 30 votes, so it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Pete fucking cheated. There's a funny piece of dialogue too. I do like that in Radiant Garden they all meet up, and there's a part where Ventus also says it. Ventus says it really funnily, but he like pulls out the Toontown lifetime passes, and he's like, they said to bring 2 grown-ups, and it's like, why do you guys say it like that, man? You butthurt?
I mean, he also
I
went by
like that
himself.
He has
So
no mom or dad.
That scene really confused me. It's like they said to bring 2 like any of them could be anywhere between 14 and 28. I don't know.
No,
That's fair.
Aqua and Terra are like young adults. Like,
Yeah, they're like not 16, but they're also like not 20.
I was going to ask, compared to the Disney characters who are how old, but according to Kingdom Hearts 2, we know that they've existed for so long that they used to be in black and white.
time's irrelevant.
Time is
doesn't
definitely
matter.
irrelevant.
well,
in
they
this
are different
universe.
worlds too, aren't they? Like Steamboat Willie's a different world, right? I don't remember.
But they have
Steamboat is
vague
the
memories of it.
Steamboat is the prequel of the Toontown, which
Yeah, it goes back to this to the.
We're looking
decades
for
before.
logic where there isn't any, Phoebe. We shouldn't do that.
exactly. Let's forget about logic.
According to Nomura, this is all logic and fucking.
According to Nomura, it's
We're gonna
logical to
get
have
to
belt
so
buckles
many
just
different
on your
places.
shoulders. So hey, you know what? Let's not. That guy's not logical.
I'm looking up the voice actress for Maleficent, Suzanne Blakesley. She has quite the resume.
She's great.
She's been Cruella DeVille. She's been Lady Tremaine.
Yeah, she voices 3 different
Shit.
Disney characters in this fucking game.
She's been in Legend of Tarzan. She was Kala. She's Wanda in The Fairly Odd Parents
Oh,
Holy
my
shit.
god.
and the mother.
God damn it, Cosmo.
That makes more sense. Okay.
Good times. Good times.
Good job.
And someone
was
just needs to
there.
dub over Maleficent with her Wanda voice.
All that's missing is goddamn Timmy's dad in these fucking games, and I'll be just so happy.
Say
She
that,
was in the
that's
video
fine.
game version of Brave too.
Ugh.
As who?
The witch.
Of course, it was the witch. Like,
She
no,
was in
that's
the fucking. She was in the Tangled series as well.
Hell yeah.
She was in the reboot of DuckTales.
Hell yeah.
what's in DuckTales.
Mrs. Quackfaster.
That Tangled series is surprisingly really, really good. And I don't know how Disney got away with that, but they fucking did.
They should put more Tangled in the Kingdom Hearts universe instead of the other Disney movie of that time.
Don't worry, we'll get both.
Frozen,
So-
aren't you?
I'm so excited for y'all to see the Frozen scene whenever they do
God.
Let It Go because it's so fucking goofy.
Joe, which one?
You know the one.
Goofy gets fucked.
Well, he already got fucked by a boulder, so.
Remember in Kingdom Hearts 2 where Goofy fucking dies?
And then Mickey is like, "Don't pay for this."
The part where they turn into a plot point, that's maybe the stupidest thing in the entire series so far.
It worked. Young me was like, "Goofy, no."
Was old you like Goofy? Yes.
No, Goofy's actually the smart one out of the tree. So I'm like, God damn it! All the smartness is going away.
See, you say that, Dominic, that it's a fucking stupid plot point, but then when we get to Kingdom Hearts 3, when it's revealed that Goofy's actually a Heartless and the 13th organization member is whatever Goofy is with the X, and that he's actually been feeding them info this whole time, then you will have the last laugh.
Okay, now you say Kingdom Hearts 3, I have to bring this up. Joe, aren't you excited to see the strongest black mage in all of Final Fantasy history?
Shut up! Don't. Let's get back to Birth by Sleep.
Hold on, I had to look something up real quick.
No!
Please go, continue on.
I'm not gonna have a spoiler. Anyways, so
So everybody meets a
retcons,
Radiant Garden at the
everyone
midway point, and you get to see my two of my favorite Disney characters, Scrooge McDuck and my boy Merlin, which he doesn't do shit in this fucking game.
Sorry to derail again, but if Goofy were to be an organization member, he'd have to have an X in his name.
Yes.
Do we like Foxyog? Do we like Oxyfog? Do we like Oxockfee
That's a Lovecraft
Foxigo?
name.
Or Fuxig?
That one.
I
Yeah,
think
but he's
that
also
one might
good.
be.
So FOOXYG.
Well, can I also
See,
say I was so surprised we don't have any Heartless really in this game that you fight because you fight the inverse, which are
You don't. Well, I think that none of us got to that part, but the secret episode it does have Heartless.
Well, yeah, I saw that, but that doesn't count.
But it makes sense.
It does
when you think
count
about
in
it.
the final mix.
That's the birth of the Heartless, Mike. It's a very important plot point.
Birth by Sleep. They do say it in this game though too.
They do say it in this game. That is true.
Realm of Darkness Heartless do exist already, but the whole Emblem Heartless haven't existed yet because they haven't done any of the experiments. So
I
no
do like that
robots
they-
are going to be made either.
I do like that they explained what Birth by Sleep actually is.
I forgot what
Rebirth.
it was, but they did say it. Yes,
It's
They said
rebirth.
words.
So there's
I
like
am waiting for him to wake up again. His birth by sleep.
There's like 3 different things I want to talk about the secret ending. Are we ready to dig into that for a little bit?
No, because we haven't even gotten to the normal ending.
We haven't even gotten. We any other worlds? We mentioned a couple worlds. What were some of the new ones besides Lilo Stitch,
Dwarf,
Cinderella, Snow White? You have the Seven Dwarfs for
Sleeping
the first
Beauty,
time.
Seven Dwarfs.
The Seven Dwarfs are assholes, first of
Yes,
all.
that fits.
Yeah,
though.
fuck
I
'em.
mean, usually short men are assholes in general. Just so.
Wow.
Offense to
there's
that.
God damn, Mike. Wow.
Hey, is it
I'm
not true?
5'8". Oh.
I didn't know you were a height elitist.
I'm not, but I was watching a Bulls documentary, and they were talking about how the guy that was a general manager had the short guy syndrome, where he was just angry all the time because he was short.
Because he has a short temper.
No, but
Where do you find the time to watch a fucking sports documentary?
Easy, why edit? That's how I did it mostly. I watched you'd be surprised how good I am at multitasking in general.
Apparently.
And things I can't say on here. So
anyway.
But
so yeah.
I'm really good at time management also.
Neverland is
The Mysterious Tower.
You don't
We've
really
been
do
to
anything there,
Mysterious
but
Tower,
it's there.
Olympus, we've been there.
It is the Mysterious Tower is credited to Fantasia.
No, I don't remember any dancing mops.
There are.
We see them escorting
In
Pete
town.
in Disney Town. Oh no, those are the brooms. Never mind.
I mean,
Disney Town.
Yen
Disney
Sid
Town's
is
new.
the wizard from Fantasia anyway.
Oh, I
so it
want
makes
to talk.
sense.
I want to talk
Disney
more
Town
about
is just
Radiant Historia. Right, not Radiant. Is it what it's called?
what?
Radiant Garden.
Radiant Garden. No, Radiant Historia is a really good DS game.
something else, Mike.
Radiant Historia is a good game,
by
though.
the way. But
Yes.
Radiant Garden, so that's the world. Does that world become something else that we see later?
Hollow
Yeah.
Bastion.
Hollow Bastion.
Okay, so that's where we see Ansem, the real Ansem. Okay, without going to any, we see real Ansem.
That's
We
like
see
a
all
whole
the people
plot point
that
of Kingdom
become
Hearts 2.
nobodies for
Yeah,
Organization
remember,
13.
when Kingdom Hearts 2, when after the Tron stuff, Hollow Bastion becomes Radiant Garden again?
No.
Just
Don't
by name?
actually. I do not.
Okay.
At all.
Why am I expecting it at this point?
I
don't know
also
what
like
you were
how
expecting.
I also like how in this game we also reveal that two grown adults and a teenager ruin the lives of 3 children. Because man, that blessing Aqua gives and that blessing that Terra gives sure does fuck up everything else in the other game.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No. I'd say
I don't get that.
Terra fucks up, but Aqua was trying to, at the very least do something like protect her. Because
Yeah.
she's
Is that the inciting incident of this entire saga?
what?
No.
Well, no, I mean, it's already, what Terra does, leads to what we get into in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 for sure.
Like,
But
up
I
until
don't
that
think Aqua
point,
does that.
up until that point, this incident is largely contained between everyone that's involved.
But also with Terra, Xenoheart is orchestrated all this to happen. He manipulates Terra the entire story to get Terra to do what he does. It's not an accident.
It's like Palpatine and Anakin.
Yeah, Xenoheart is kind of Ansem, but Ansem...
Xenosaga.
Xenosaga.
But...
The Xenoblade.
It's fine. It didn't bother me. I don't think Aqua is doing anything wrong by blessing Kyrie with whatever the hell she did.
You must always protect Sora no matter what.
Also, you can
always be
see
there.
how close Destiny Island is. For some reason, when we were at Destiny Island, Kingdom Hearts 1, we couldn't see the town. It's literally across, not that far away. It was 100 feet away from the beach.
Yeah,
Really bad for Sora's mom and dad.
we get Sora's house and we get the island.
And we hear that Sora has a dad.
Will that ever be mentioned again?
In Kingdom Hearts 1, we got a mom that we never hear again. And this we got a dad that we never...
Bedroom.
Sora.
Dinner's
ready.
Dinner's ready. Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
But,
So you know if they remake Kingdom Hearts 1, it's not going to be a true remake, right?
oh, yeah.
It's gonna be retcon.
They're going to
They're gonna Metal Gear Solid 2 that shit.
Of course.
Oh god, yes.
It'll be a
They'll
spiral.
have a different voice actor for Sora because they have to recast him.
So also, why
But that'll
Why
be a
was-
different Sora anyway.
Kyrie
Okay.
in the Radiant place?
That's where she's
Because
from.
that's her actual home. It's not Destiny
And
Island.
then they moved to Destiny Island. This isn't you just move we're going down the street. This is all right, get in the spaceship,
In-
daughter. Let's
In
fly.
Kingdom Hearts 1, when there's one of the flashbacks of young Sora and Riku talking in the cave, they say, "Oh, did you see the new girl that arrived to the island?" And it's
Yeah,
Kyrie.
Where did she come from?
Kyrie being from another place is a big plot point. It's not described until now that she's literally from a different world.
But also, how do you travel between
It's-
worlds? Was
It's
that a thing?
it's said that she is from another world in Kingdom Hearts 1 because when you see her having that flashback of the grandmother telling her the story of the light and all that we hear in this game, it's in Hollow Bastion in the library.
All right, you're right.
My-
you're
Oh,
right,
so they set
right.
this up. Okay, I did not
Yeah,
know
my
they set this up.
assumption is when Radiant Gardens becomes Hollow Bastion, that's when she gets sent to Destiny Islands. Now, whatever happens to her grandma is a completely different story.
So she's the
Grandma
princess of
got-
Hollow Bastion.
yes.
Yes,
Oh, they did make a
of
comment about her
Radiant
being a princess when it came to the first game. So, right?
And so why didn't she recognize the castle?
You're looking for logic again.
There's going to be something goofy.
Bastion?
Yeah, because she didn't recognize Hollow Bastion when you first get there, I think.
Because
Because
Castle
the
had
world had
more.
been just transformed so badly. Like, didn't you see how it was in Kingdom Hearts 1 compared to Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yeah, plus everybody's dead. Like, I mean, I'm assuming that whole town got massacred.
I have a theory because Leon
Does it
and the
involve
others
bunnies?
are also from Radiant Garden. So possibly
How, though?
Leon and the others just took the grandma, just gave the child to them so that they could escape or whatever. Grandma just fucking died, and they just dropped her in Destiny Islands, and they continued on to Traverse Town.
Because
How
people
co-
do
how-
travel in
they
this
can't-
world, right?
They
Besides
can't
Sora.
really be from
Yes.
Radiant Garden. Leon and them are from the Final Fantasy VIII world.
In this universe, Leon says that their home was Radiant Garden, and they were ruled by a wise man called Ansem in Kingdom Hearts 1.
But he also
So-
says that their worlds were previously destroyed.
Hollow Bastion was destroyed.
And they
It was
went and they
destroyed.
came to Traverse Town.
Technically.
I Googled it. Do y'all want to hear it?
Please.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, because I'm worried that it's spoilers, but I legitimately don't remember this either. It is between Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts. 1 year after the events of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Radiant Garden became shrouded in darkness and everyone was scattered across the universe. During this, Kairi was captured by Xehanort after she was cornered by a group of Heartless. Xehanort told Kairi that the world was about to fall to darkness and that the only way to save it was for Kairi to assist him in an experiment. He told Kairi that he was under suspicion that... Wait, hold on. Vision's getting blurry. He told Kairi, the darkness system... the only way to say that she was one of the Princess of Heart, and as such, he was going to propel her off the world to test any possible connections between the Keyblade wielders and the Princesses of Heart. And if the experiment is a success, Kairi's heart would just resonate with the Keyblade wielder's heart, which would then lead Xehanort to that wielder's world. Just before Xehanort sent her on her way, he warned her that if the experiment fails and she ends up somewhere on the other side, then she was just to abandon her search.
Wait, but he's telling this to a 4-year-old?
Yes.
Yes.
And it also
Xehanort be
ends up-
Xehanort!
He is
it
a
also
villain,
ends
so
up
hey.
being his own home world.
Yeah, he sent her to
Xehanort-
his
It's
home.
perfect. Let's send one of the twins to Tatooine. He'll never fight a bear.
Come.
He hates sand, you know. So
Yeah, it's rough.
I mean, because Xehanort is essentially the human form of Ansem, the Heartless that we fight in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Xehanort takes over Terra at the end of this game, takes over his body, and then that guy becomes the assistant of Ansem,
Mm-hmm.
the real Ansem, and then Xehanort becomes a Heartless that ends up being the guy you fight Kingdom Hearts 1, and doesn't the nobody version of Ansem or Xehanort become the leader of Organization 13?
Yes.
Damn, God, look what you guys have done to me. I actually understood what I was saying. Look what you did to me.
And in every single instance, his plan is always, let's just bullshit away to my goal.
It works, doesn't it?
Does it though?
I mean, he
We
succeeded.
don't-
When you think about it, he's kind of succeeded. Like, at least to a
We won't
degree.
find out
Like,
till
he's
Kingdom-
not doing that bad.
We won't find out
Yes.
till Kingdom Hearts 3. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
So hold on though. This means that Terra Nordid's nobody is Xemnas, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So who would Terra's nobody be?
Oh my god.
You don't get a nobody because he's a pseudo armor now.
I mean, they just said that in the
Trying to pull
last
up the
game that
generator again.
no. So they just said that in Kingdom Hearts 2 that a nobody is an empty shell that consists of the person's will still existing. And as far as we know, that armor that is named in Kingdom Hearts 2 is called Lingering Will. So for all we know, that suit of armor is Terra's nobody.
Wait, that armor is in Kingdom Hearts 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When?
it's the secret boss.
He's a super fucking hard secret
Oh,
boss.
in the HD version?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
if we
that's
do
fine.
Terra's name in the generator, we got great ones.
Oh
We got-
god.
We got Zerat.
That's not bad.
We
That's
got Raxter.
That's awful. That's a biker mice.
yeah.
We got Zarder, Rextra, Retarks.
That low key sounds like a slur. So I don't
Yeah,
think
it
it's
really
that
is.
one.
That's what I don't like at all. But yes.
Zerit, Retrax, Ratrax,
What the fuck?
Ertra, Artex, Artrax, Arkster, then Xarter. This is great. I love this generator
These
so
are
much.
all characters from a 90s cartoon.
They do sound like it.
Did, You know, you don't have to have
Rex Rat.
You know, you don't have to have an X in your name to be a nobody, right? Like, you know,
Just to be Organization 13, right?
Yeah, it's Organization 13 because Kyrie's nobody's name is Nominee. So
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing I want to bring up
the organization
is how you have to get the Xenoheart letters in this game to get the final episode. Whatever. And like those
the Xenogear letters.
I'll go with it. I was annoyed that because I had missed 2. I beat all 3 chapters or all 3 of the characters, and I was missing 2. One from that stupid arena place that I really hate that I had to do as Terra, and then I missed 1 with Ventus.
Yep, I missed those as well.
And in the final area, I just didn't go behind the portal. But that arena thing would have been maybe cool, but I did not like that arena thing at all. But I guess the idea was to play online, which I did not have the option to on my emulator, nor does the service up at this point.
It's just a boss rush.
Replacement to the Olympus Coliseum, since we didn't have
like
Olympus Coliseum here.
That I had to level up a whole bunch to do that boss fight to get the last Xenogears letter. I couldn't do it. So.
But just like in Kingdom Hearts 1, you get experience from the fight. So technically, if you did lose in the fight, you still kept the experience.
Okay, I lost during the boss fight the first time I got to the last one I needed, and then I went and leveled up for a bit, came back, and then beat him. But my Terra was not in good shape because I did not know that you could combine abilities to make better abilities until the end of the game when you guys made a comment like, you're melding abilities, right? I'm like, no.
The what?
So Ventus and Aqua went a lot smoother than Terra did. So I was not doing that because I don't know. I apparently when it said tutorial, here's what you need to know. And I'm smart enough. Click.
Tutorials in here are not that great to me. And it's like they just pop up and.
I appreciate your tenacity to continue forward, even though you're barely underleveled.
I was 30 when I beat Xenoheart with Terra, but then I came back and did it at 35.
Doing it on purpose now.
I'm not actually. I just I have a hard time pronouncing things or remembering names.
Nord.
Say a Nord. We'll see if it sticks, Emanuel.
Just say Nord. Whenever you're referring to him, just say Nord.
It's more fun to upset you, I think, too. Hey, you know what? I'm not insulting a real person, so it's okay because Xehanort isn't real. So
if you ever need to wonder how to say it right, just say a Nort.
Say a Nort.
Say a Nort. So we're going off of that. I want y'all to know if I ever get a bunch of money, I'm gonna do the ending of Jay and Silent Bob, and I'm glad you guys also posted that because I almost had a goddamn brain meltdown because I didn't know how to unlock this final episode. And when I Googled it, I found 4 different answers.
Yeah,
one of them was rebeat Terra boss, and I was underleveled and I bullshitted that boss. So I spent an hour trying to rebeat Xehanort Terra and it did not work. And then someone else said, oh no, you had to do this other stupid thing that didn't make sense. And I'm like, oh, that's bullshit. And then finally I found one, which was, I remember y'all talked about it, which was, no, you just have to find all the secret reports. And I'm like, maybe that's what it was. And I was missing like one from each character specifically.
But you also, like, for me, I got the one in Terra's and I went and beat Terra's to save the data over. And then when I did Ventus, I picked up the one and it's like, oh, congratulations, you unlocked the secret episode. I didn't have to beat Ventus's chapter again.
Right.
I was
it's just picking them up.
Okay.
I'm just saying people online are stupid.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're not, I had all the letters but 2. I mean, I was exploring decently in this game just because I like chests even. I'm like, oh, well, I never use items a single time in this game. Never use a single potion, nothing. I just had healing spells.
Getting the secret episode, that is like some next level bullshit.
You got to beat the game on proud mode, right?
No,
you can get it on standard, but you need to do so much bullshit.
You have to defeat like 9,999 Heartless or something
What
like
the
that.
fuck?
Unversed.
And
Okay, that's ridiculous.
get
Unversed.
all 140 or whatever stickers.
That's ridiculous.
On Proud, it's just
Beat the game.
probably beat the game
No.
and get the stickers, and then for Critical, it's just beat the game. On Beginner, you're not getting it.
No,
I played this
you're
game
not,
at the beginning.
You're not getting it.
I still had a hard time.
Oh, trust me, Critical is much worse.
Oh, I'm watching speedruns of Critical. No, thank you.
I've tried, and I started with Aqua one time in Critical, and I couldn't get past the first room in Cinderella's.
Is there no
castle.
platinum trophy then, or no gold trophy then, or trophy for that? Hopefully?
There is.
There
so you get
is.
platinum it.
I think you only have to do it with one character.
No, you have to beat all 3 in Critical mode.
Are you fucking kidding me? No. I'm not
Yes.
doing that.
That's why I'm telling you, I am never getting that platinum because it is.
Aqua's hard too.
It is.
Aqua's the hardest story. Easy.
Yes.
I like
That's
playing
what
as
I
Aqua,
said.
though.
I did too, but she's hard.
That's what I said, because her attack is like cut in half.
There was
And
a
in critical,
complaint.
it's cut even more.
There was a complaint I read online that people didn't like the voice actress for Aqua. They thought that she was bad in this.
The voice actor for Terra is much worse. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what? People complain about Aqua? Didn't they hear Terra?
Aqua was great.
I like that Aqua is like very stoic, very like.
None of it bothered me. I also like the actress for Aqua because it's the woman from Arrow, his little sister Speedy. So I like her.
Oh,
I mean, I was listening to it and I'm like, okay, I kind of see where but she's not a voice actor. So there's a difference. You get better as time goes on. Plus she's like, I'm doing a PSP game. Okay. Maybe that was there too. Who knows? But I'm assuming Aqua gets better when I listened to the Secret episode and she sounded way better as a voice actress. But then again, it'd been years. So
Yeah, it had been years. Like the Secret episode was added in Final Mix, which was Japanese only again. But then it was added to
in the remake or the remaster.
In the remaster in the HD collection years later. So yeah, and when we get to 0.2 and then Kingdom Hearts 3, yeah, much better.
Look, I didn't cry during the Secret ending for nothing. She's great.
No, she is good in that. But again, you get better with time. This was probably one of her first voice acting, jobs was this. And I mean, if you listen to me as a podcaster in the first few episodes, please don't. I'm not good. And then I feel like I could voice act. I've thought about it actually, thanks to Phoebe, but I have not. But I want to. That's my little plug for myself.
I might have a project to drag you into at some point in the future.
If my life wasn't as busy as it is, I would say yes. I'm too busy working the second job for games my mom found that pays me $0. So it pays me $5 profit.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh,
I understand
damn.
that. Technically, I have 4 jobs and only one of them pays.
So what? Oh, there's a thing I want to mention. But yeah, that was just something I thought about. No, I thought it was fine for the most part. I'm like, yeah, Aqua's fine. I really just enjoyed. I see why Emanuel likes Aqua a lot now because I remember. I think you wanted to. I think at some point you mentioned Aqua was your girl at one point or something like that.
Yeah, she's my girl. She's the best.
I had no idea who the fuck she was, but I'm like, okay, she's I liked her in this. I had no real problem with it. I mean, I noticed that it wasn't the best, but it didn't bother me because I've also this will make sense in the future for people. But I get attached to certain characters, and sometimes I'm just not able to accept as their voice actors when they're regular actors and they're playing the same character. It doesn't work for me, but in this, it didn't bother me. The joke
not a discussion that we had just.
Yeah, it's so weird. That did not come out yesterday. It won't come out till February, but hey.
Ooh.
It involves a pilgrim. I'll just say that.
Pilgrim.
A pilgrim.
But she'll get even better as we go along. In 0.2, where it's solely her, even though it's very short, way shorter than this, but that's where it cements herself as one of my favorite in these games.
Okay.
where's waifu?
She is.
I get it. No, I mean, I also understand why you guys have those little star things. I get it. That's cool. When we started this series, I had no interest in Kingdom Hearts, and now I own multiple Funko Pops and have thought about buying a Keyblade. But so
Yeah.
I thought about it. I only own one weapon. That's a Master Sword, and I think that's all I'm going to ever probably buy because I do want to buy a Gunblade. There is that, but
The Gunblade and the Keyblade crossing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So I have a question for y'all
yes, please.
as well. I hope everyone at some point can answer me. So we start off the secret episodes. I'm pretty sure we all watched it because I also played on proud mode and I'm not collecting fucking 150 stickers. So that beginning part, that is Aqua talking to Ansem, who's died a second time, but he's in the past?
No. That part takes place after what we see in 0.2 Birth by Sleep. That's why at the end of all he talks about and all that, it rewinds back. And yeah, it's meant to be after what we experienced in 0.2 because technically not spoilers, but 0.2 takes place before Kingdom Hearts 1 after this.
Well, it takes place while she's in the darkness, essentially, right? Okay,
yes.
That's what I thought, just based on because Ansem, that Ansem, he's dead and he's in the darkness, and you can tell he's not. Also, she's been down there for 10 years, hasn't she? She's been down there this whole time after this game.
Oh yeah.
Right,
she'll be there for a while.
And
And the reason why I brought that up because with the whole thing about her being down there for 10 years, we do eventually establish that time works differently in the darkness. So I was like, did Ansem get teleported to the past somehow when he seppuku'd himself at the end of 2? But that makes more sense. So thank you for explaining that to me.
No, yeah, it is like timeline wise that scene. I was going to mention it later when we talked about the Super 8 episode on Super. I don't know that. Yeah, it does take place like after all this because what he says is when he does die, quote unquote die in Kingdom Hearts 2 when the machine blows up. So
okay,
yeah,
I forgot about that.
Oh, but also I do there's moments of things that are very much cut from the games. We always joke about how the secret endings are like you see small stuff that don't really make sense but then do. I do think this game very much does go into it. It's the DLC is called 0.2, but I think the actual gameplay is called 0.8. But I do think it's funny that there's scenes in that like little teaser that aren't anywhere in the game anyways, because it very much seems like they were setting up for Birth by Sleep 2.
Yeah, it says Birth by Sleep Volume 2, but I guess that never that never happens, and it just turns into 0.2 Birth by Sleep.
Yeah.
So there could have been a Vita game called Birth by Sleep 2.
Oh,
yes.
Could have been, but
I'm okay that there isn't because I don't have a way to emulate Vita, and I would have had to go and buy a Vita just to play it. So
I'm surprised they did like that. Sony didn't want to like try to make that happen.
But didn't Vita like die pretty quick?
It did.
Sadly.
Yeah,
I don't
do you
think
think Sony was like, "Oh, you
Vita
do Kingdom
means
Hearts on
live.
PSP"?
Not for Sony.
Okay, I'm not upset about that. But I would have liked to. But no, I would have liked to Birth by Sleep too. But no, the secret episode was cool. Like I just watched a video of it, but it was cool to see her talking to Ansem and just does she have a boss fight too? I watched it last night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does she fight Ansem?
there's this like big ass.
like behemoth looking Heartless.
Yeah.
For some reason. And then does she leave the darkness after that, or she stays in the
No,
darkness?
she stays there.
What was the point? Okay. Glad I asked.
Well, it rewinds, so that gameplay takes place before the Ansem talk.
Yes, like it's weird because they show it like out of time, but then it also like they needed to do 0.2.
Well, and then they go to 0.5 in the cutscene as well.
I thought that it was like a countdown. I don't remember. It's weird. It's just
that's Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell. It's
exactly weird. Like don't worry about it.
Well,
don't worry.
The way they tease it up, it's supposed to be where it's 1, then 0, then 0.5. So it's supposed to just be like it's a half episode.
Okay. I'm excited for it. When do we play that? After Dream Drop Distance?
I would say.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
After recoded, after remind or rechain for us.
So many re's.
So many re's. God damn it. After Dream Drop Distance, because it was technically 0.2 was essentially just a demo of Kingdom Hearts 3, like of what they were doing with that game. I like to think that it's a demo. Like honestly, when that released, it was more of like, hey, this is what you're gonna experience in Kingdom Hearts 3 and all that. But obviously added.
It has the style of Kingdom Hearts 3, right? Like the gameplay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, this is demo.
They introduce not introduce, but like upgrade things in that are carried over to how they're going to do it in Kingdom Hearts 3, and it will kind of technically make sense why it's called 0.2 in Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. Because
I do want to say the combat in this game was actually way improved from like 1 and 2, and like I really like the command board. I didn't mess the command board, but I like the melding of abilities and the way they level up. Like I thought all that was very, very well done in this game. Like it's a fun combat system.
Okay.
It's better than 1. I still prefer 2.
I don't remember 2, if we're going to be honest.
2 is just very much fluid. It's just really fast paced.
But
2 has all the QTEs.
Oh yeah. Okay. 2 was good too, but I like for my brain, if I have little things where I can like earn something by leveling this up and doing this, like it makes my brain happy. So I like the endorphin hit of that.
I'm hit or miss just because of how much melding you have to do throughout the game to unlock abilities.
Yeah.
Because they're not unlocked from leveling. I can happily tell you that my Terra still only has a 3-hit combo.
I mean, my Terra wasn't good, but my Ventus and Aqua were. Well, Aqua, I went full magic, And she was fucking good near the end.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Wait till we get to 0.2, baby.
I mean, I'm ready. Like, you guys, I'm fully on board in this series. Like, when we started this, I wasn't. Oh, I am. After 2 did it. 2 is what, like, I'm like, yeah, I'm 100% in after 2. So
It's in the way I would describe the storytelling style of the series. I would call it spiral storytelling, and that you start at a very basic core. Gets Kingdom Hearts 1, and then you start the spiral, and you get a little bit interesting with memories, and then you get to 2, and then the spiral starts to widen and widen as we get to all these side stories and like all the other things that happened.
what came into my brain when you said that was the end of Alan Wake 1 was Sora sitting at a table and going, "It's not a line, it's a whatever." I think
It's not a loop, it's a spiral.
It's not a loop.
Yeah.
It's
That's what came through my head was Sora sitting at a table. Saying
Look,
that.
at this point,
Wait,
we should just stop calling it the Realm of Darkness. We should call it the Dark Place.
The dark place, yeah.
Wait,
Like,
is that what that's supposed to reference? Is that the spiral continues outwards to other people's stories? God damn it! Now I got that in Alan Wake 2. God damn it.
No, that's not the. That's.
Don't worry
I
about
will
it.
send you a thing.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
this
what are we doing?
whole series is just continually going outward and outward and outward. And then, I don't know, I like the expansion of like 358 over 2 in this game and Recoded. I think they're interesting.
I mean, no, I 358. I forgot we played that. That game was really good. I don't know. I
was
play
a
too many
few
games,
months
okay,
ago,
guys. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on in my life anymore.
Jesus H. Christ.
Like, I think some of my favorite parts of the series so far has been the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2. But even having that as like a 358 over 2, just a fully expanding on that was really cool. Even this, of just like, I don't think the storytelling of Birth by Sleep was as deep or as intricate in the way that Kingdom Hearts 2 felt, but it was still really interesting.
Well, that's because Kingdom Hearts 2 is also like one of the masterpieces of the series. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
isn't that your favorite game all the time, Emanuel?
Good choice.
Like, there are parts, if you look mechanically at Breath by Sleep, that parts of it feel rushed or like they're just doing the scene, but it doesn't have like the gravitas of like a Kingdom Hearts 2.
Well, they spent all their money on the voice actors for Mark Hamill and Leonard Nimoy, so they were like, well, we don't have as much for budget.
Yeah, that, and again, it's because of the technical I want to
Yeah.
say technical limitations of the PSP, but
I'm sure that plays a big part in it.
And it goes back to the thing of like, well, okay, we had the technical limitations of like the PSP and the DS. And the DS, I think they handled that admirably. But then it's like you were also in the era where it's like, okay, the road to 3 is long because there's also a lot of work that has to go into, making a Kingdom Hearts 2 sequel in HD with all of that graphical capability.
that's why it also
And,
took like so many years.
And it
for
skipped the
Kingdom
whole
Hearts 3
generation.
Because they switched engines too,
Oh.
midway through.
Like,
There's also
go ahead.
I was gonna say that there's also a lot of storytelling that also needs to be done because as we get to Kingdom Hearts 3 and without anything, it is very much so much that Kingdom Hearts 3 does tie up 90% of the story. And I feel like it's a thing where 3 is the reason why it's 3 is because there's so much more before in between 2 and 3 that they have to basically make. But also there's other stuff that they're like, oh, at some point we are going to have to wrap this up.
I always think about all the people who just played Kingdom Hearts 2 and then played 3.
Oh God!
And you know there are people out there who did that because I
know.
was almost one of them.
I know, and then you would have been hella confused. I mean, you already are, but
I'm still
way
confused. I'm not
more.
sad. I'm just confused, but I'm happy and confused. But like,
I just think back to like the late 2000s, early 2010s when Square Enix was talking about how hard it was to make like towns and things, which is why Final Fantasy 13 was so linear.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like it was difficult to like spend the resources to like build out like intricate towns and like the systems and things that you were used to at that point.
all right.
HD graphics really fuck things up.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now everything's
thing that-
spiraling to 4K.
One thing I need to remember to show both Dominic and Michael, because I'm sure Emanuel and Phoebe know tons about it. One of them is before we do Dream Drop Distance. I'll probably send it to you later. Is the trailer, the E3 trailer for Dream Drop Distance, and that's not even the same game. They were
all
showing off. They were showing off Dream Drop Distance as a first-person Kingdom Hearts game,
What?
and Sora was. Yeah, and Sora was wearing his original outfit, and it was Sora running through the bells from Hunchback of Notre Dame, and the trailer ends with him like jumping out of the tower, and he starts a fight with the boss from Kingdom Hearts 2, that weird the weird nobody that Roxas fights.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, and I will guarantee you both right now because the other two know none of that's in the game. Period.
No.
Not even Hunchback.
Oh, Hunchback.
Hunchback is in it, but what he's saying is not.
There's no first person stuff. And then my other thing that is super great is I at least want to send y'all before we start the E3 trailers that we got every year, and the one a month before Kingdom Hearts 3 has a very specific scene of a character returning, and everyone at E3 either was confused or was flipping their shit.
For 3?
Yeah, I'm gonna text the other two so I can tell them what I'm talking about.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, they
Predator
brought back
represents-
Neku.
What we should talk about next is we haven't talked about the regular ending of
The
this.
actual ending, yeah, we skipped to the secret episode.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about the final episode after that. But I want to talk about just the ending that you see with the three characters meet up again, and you go to the graveyard.
The
And then you see the
Keyblade
cutscene.
graveyard.
Yeah, that's a cool place. The Keyblade graveyard is cool.
Yeah, and we get to see a recreation of the secret ending of
Which
Kingdom
I
Hearts 2.
also thought was weird when I was seeing why would you show this as a but again, it made absolutely zero sense to us back then. So
It's in a track trailer. It looked
Yeah.
great.
I love that whole scene, and when you finally get to kind of see it, where they're all they're all working together and trying just to beat two people,
Mhm.
Xenoheart and Ventus, or not Ventus,
Let's call them Xenogears.
Xenogears and God, what the hell?
Vanitas.
Vanitas. I mean, Ventus was right too, actually. So technically the same person. It's just so damn cool, and just the way that they all are molding together, and then when you finish all their chapters, how they all end up there, and they're all fighting different people that are there at the same time. Like Terra fights Vanitas and Xenoheart, and then you have that's the first part. Then he fights Xenoheart by himself. And I'm not doing it on purpose. I just can't say it. I can't remember it. And then he fights.
Xehanort.
Then he fights he fights himself, but Xehanort took over his body. Right?
Yeah, lingering will basically just.
Yeah,
fights.
he's the armor. And then Ventus gets frozen. And then who does Ventus fight again for the?
Vanitas.
Vanitas.
And that's when Vanitas takes off his helmet, right? And we find out that Vanitas is Sora,
Mm-hmm.
essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means nothing to Ventus, but it's whatever.
Means a lot to
But
us.
also them fighting is part of the whole point here.
Yeah, because they're trying to combine.
Okay, I get it, Joe. Yeah.
Because together they are the Kai Blade.
The
And
Xenoblade.
who does he fights more than one person than No, I guess he just fights Vanitas twice, and then he
You
has
fight
the,
Vanitas twice, yeah.
and you have the
He
part
fights
he fights
Terra.
the stained glass.
Doesn't he fight Terra as the Xehanort?
No,
No.
Aqua does later.
Aqua does later in the final episode.
Aqua fight the
Greg.
Ziegler guy, whatever his name.
Zigbar.
Zigbar. You guys are gonna kill me.
Yes, in the sewers.
And then
Right?
she fight. Who does she
No,
fight
no,
after
in
that?
the finale, the ending.
No, she fights Vanitas again, or she fights Vanitas then too. I think, right?
She fights Brig and then Vanitas with Mickey.
Vanitas.
Vanitas.
It's Vanitas because it's Vanitas' body, but Ventus' head.
Yeah, okay. And then that
Sure.
We
wraps
also
up.
have problems with these battles, by the way.
Well, I mean, you think they'd be tired after fighting all these people over and over again?
Well, no, just the entire rest of the game seemed easy up to that point, but then the
Yes.
final bosses
yeah.
are
It's-
such a difficulty spike that it seems
Yeah,
unfair.
there's a huge difficulty spike in all three campaigns, but especially in
Eric's fight.
Terra, because Terra is probably I keep saying it. He is the easiest campaign because he is strength. He is
Up until
meant to
then.
have the most power out of all three of them. So you can knock down the Unversed very easily. Then you get to fight bosses, specifically Ericus or Eriquis, and then the others, and it's goddamn, they hit hard.
Yeah. That's where I had to go back and level for a while, and I was just and then had to actually do stuff meld the abilities, and then I beat him. But yeah, he was tough as hell.
So
the first
yeah,
time.
random shit that I guess we haven't mentioned, and because we are almost getting to 2 hours. Jesus H. Christ.
We could go 4.
Terra
That'll be
with Xehanort kind of basically kill Ericus before the end, because Ericus is trying to kill Ventus because of the whole Keyblade thing, the X-Blade thing, whatever.
He knows what Ventus is. So
Yes, he's always known, but
That Real quick, that also reminds me too. There's also a kind of fucked up point where it reveals that Eriquis is going easy on Terra because there is a secret boss in the arena, which was added for Final Mix, where you can fight Eriquis in his armored form, and he does some crazy goofy shit. Like he's summoning light balls covered in chains. He's like throwing you around in chains. It's fucking terrifying. And then another one that's also really interesting is you also fight Xehanort's armor. And if you look up Xehanort's armor for Birth by Sleep, it's the same armor that's sitting in the throne for Kingdom Hearts 2 when you're on the dragon.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. That's cool. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They very much do plan ahead. As much as we joke around, he plans ahead like the bastard that he is.
Except does he?
Except he just retcons and just, adds where he wants.
He has to change and clarify things as needed.
He does as he does.
Emanuel's still upset that Donald and Goofy did not remember that place.
Goddamn, those two motherfuckers did not just forget where the fucking Gen Sid was. Come on. Anyways. So yeah, at some point, Ven meets Mickey. At some other point, Aqua meets Mickey. At some point, Aqua gets to Gen Sid, and she learns about Ericus dying and all that stuff.
She gets upset.
I'm just trying to recap real quick what happens before we get to the ending, because we just talked about almost everything else except for that. Except for what the fuck happens.
The story itself is not as grand or like anything.
I think it would be if it would be linear. Like that's why I kind of want them to remake it so that
with the manual.
You can go like in order of how things happen, because this whole disparate thing of like seeing one scene of one and then the other, like it works in some instances when it's not whole campaigns, because you have to literally start a new campaign each time.
Yeah, it breaks up the story a little too much, where had it been like you were just playing each character, you do a chapter and it would keep switching, I think that would be a much better method of this game.
Yeah, of just seeing, oh hey, this is what's happening in the other side of what's happening right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's like you said, it's Terra gets tempted and has to go off and do his thing, and then Aqua has to keep watch of him, and then Ventus has to follow mom and dad around. And they don't want him to come follow them around. They want him to go home, and he won't go home. And then Terra fucks up some shit, and then Aqua and Ventus kind of have to fix it. And then they keep repeating this.
Yeah, that's not accurate.
And then people die.
Oh god, Terra gets killed essentially. Ventus gets put to sleep,
and Aqua gets trapped in the dark place.
Yeah, and then it goes to the we talked about in the final episode. So after you beat all 3 episodes and get all the letters, then you get the final episode.
Yeah,
which really is just kind of a boss thing.
Yeah, it's just that's why I say that I recommend playing Terra, Ventus, Aqua, or at the very least just leaving Aqua for last, because it's just a continuation of Aqua's campaign.
Yeah.
Because it's just Aqua fighting Terranort in Radiant Garden and explaining how she ends up in the Realm of Darkness and all that. Because
the final episode was good though. Like I enjoyed it. She fights Terranort and then she beats him and then puts him in the dark, or she expels the Heartless from him or something. Portal to Darkness opens when you defeat him, and he's falling into the darkness and all that shit. He kills himself because Terra gets a hold of himself and he stabs himself with a keyblade to remove his heart.
Yeah,
I like looking at my notes that I made. My first final episode. Unconscious Ven drew his keyblade and made a door. Aqua can now see her home was ruined. Aqua asked to hide land of departure as a wish, and anything happened. A lot of things are just happening.
Yeah, a lot of things happen.
And then she opens they open the portal, and then he falls in darkness. She goes in to save him, and then she takes off her armor, gives it to him, sends him out of the darkness. He ends up in Radiant Garden.
Radiant Garden. Yeah.
And then he's found by the real Ansem and that group, but he has no memory, right?
No.
Okay.
Supposedly.
But at the same time, Xehanort is actually there and knows what's going on. I think, right?
Maybe, perhaps. Well,
that's not his. Okay, and then you also see stuff as she floats in the darkness. You see stuff with Riku and Sora. When you realize Destiny Islands are literally just, you can see it not that far away from where they live, even though we didn't see it in Kingdom Hearts 1 for some reason. I'm still upset about that. Where I really thought they lived on that island.
I mean, even in Kingdom Hearts 1, it's established that they don't live in the island, because you see Sora looking out when the darkness is consuming the world. He's looking out at the island. Yeah.
So
that's the giant tree house.
Wait, when did Aqua Is it? Oh, before is it? Oh, before Aqua goes to fight Terra, she leaves Ventus inside the old place and then locks it up, which is what becomes Castle Oblivion.
Yes.
Okay, and Castle Oblivion is where the nobodies are, correct?
That's
That is
where
Chain of Memories.
Chain of Memories takes place.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so are they using Ventus to clone people then? Is that what the case is here?
So the point of Castle Oblivion is that Ventus, because they'll during the event of Chain of Memories, they reveal that they're at Castle Oblivion. Xemnas sent them there to look for something. He doesn't know what it is, but he's like, there's something in the castle, I need you to look for it. The point of the castle that Aqua did was that Ventus is in the castle, but the further you get in the castle, you forget why you're there, and that's the defense mechanism of the castle.
Right. So Ventus is there, and they have this technology there to put people asleep.
He is there, but he is in a secret room that nobody can open.
Except for one person walking down a whole flight of stairs.
Yeah.
They can also
and that's
clone
when she
people.
goes to confront Terra Nort, and then she goes to darkness, and then she ends up in the darkness the rest of her days until, I'm assuming, we get to 3. But
Do they have to write down their objective? Well, no, the writing to stuff down doesn't even work because the journal gets erased.
Yeah.
So how do they know to bring all the technology with them?
As I said before, you're looking for logic where there isn't any.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize that the 2 Keyblades that save Aqua in the final episode that are Ventus's Keyblade and Terra's Keyblade.
Yeah.
I did not realize that until I
mean,
watched something that told me that's what it was.
Manifestations of their Keyblade. Technically not their Keyblades.
So when do
But
we get
just-
to the Keyblade massacre between this and Kingdom Hearts 1, where there's only one Keyblade master?
Technically there is only, well, there's none. For
I think that was just Maleficent lying to Riku, right? Well, also, I mean, there's just no Keyblade people but Sora really at the point. Just
in
because.
Kingdom Hearts 1, they're the only other person who has a Keyblade is, which that is another thing that I think about it. In Kingdom Hearts 1, Donald and Goofy act like they don't know what a fucking Keyblade is, but they've seen a fucking Keyblade with Mickey.
They know who Yensid is, and he was a former master.
Like,
Maybe they're playing dumb for Sora's benefit.
See how much? No.
God.
See how much retcon there's been.
My favorite retcon is where you see 3 people go through at least 6 Disney worlds, and then King Triton's stupid fucking ass goes, Keyblade Masters aren't supposed to meddle in the affairs of Disney worlds, and it's like,
Well, they're not.
I was
but they
thinking
do.
about that earlier, and I got so fucking mad.
Well, no one was fucking with Atlantica at that point. Atlantica might have been just separated.
Yeah, nobody likes Atlantica, so nobody visited.
Nobody likes King Triton. King Triton's a dick. If there's any Disney character that should die, it's King Triton.
It's Ariel.
Ariel's just abused. Leave her alone.
Ariel's an idiot who knew that Ursula was going to do something fucked up, and she signed a contract. She should have got a better lawyer.
She is literally in an abusive relationship with her father. Her father keeps her like a prisoner.
I have the funniest fucking thing to tell you after the podcast too, by the way.
Okay. All right. Anything else that we should mention? Are we almost?
Yes, I was thinking about that actually.
Please.
Mike, you have now seen the origin story of about half the Organization 13.
Yeah, I did notice that. I mean, I was like, oh, and you have Axel at one point when he meets Ventus. He's like, oh, commit that to memory. And I'm like, I mean, not Axel, but it's Axel.
No, he says get it memorized.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Commit to memory is only
In Chain of Memories,
Yeah.
again. retcon.
Lee.
Lee and
Take us
Issa.
Still missing half of them.
Yeah, because we get
cool to see,
Axel, Cyax, Salden.
Earth guy whose name I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember his.
I was really surprised because I didn't think we were ever going to see
Vexen.
the human versions of the nobodies. So I was very surprised.
Yeah.
So
I mean-
you have yet to see Larxene, Marluxia, Demek, Sluxord, and there's maybe 1 or 2 others.
And I'm assuming it's coming though.
Every character has a life. Every character has a story. If we plotted out every single moment of their lives, there'd be multitudes of stories to tell.
Hopefully you get them memorized.
He won't. Just like he
I will
doesn't get
not.
Xehanort memorized.
Can't wait for Kingdom Hearts the Sora baby years, where you just play as baby Sora with all these people fighting inside of him.
Oh God!
I like to think it's just one big room where they all have a big sleepover.
I just
And they
can't. I
paint
can't
up.
wait to see where I can't wait to play 3. Oh, also I bought 3 on Epic because I looked up the DLC how much it was. It was $30 just for the DLC, and it was. I had a $10 coupon, I guess, from getting the free games. I'm like, $18 with tax or $14, whatever the hell it was. I'm like, deal.
Dominic, you say that, and now I'm up at Baby's World.
I'm okay with
Hell yeah.
to be honest.
Babies.
I want an Aristocats world.
I've wanted
I don't think we get
world
those
since the first game.
I want Atlantis World, but that's never going to happen.
Disney doesn't know that what you're talking about.
No,
I know.
Atlantis and Treasure Planet should have been fucking
Yeah,
worlds
but
in this.
It should be like a part 1, part 2 world scenario where like the whole centerpiece of the game revolves around how similar they are.
This could be a whole conversation in and of itself as which world you don't think should be in a game and what one you should think is in a game.
Speaking of, there was supposed to be a Jungle Book world in this game, and they cut it.
Oh, thank
Why?
God.
I don't know, but there is. I think that if you look it up, you can see like the pre-alpha of the world and everything. Like it was just.
I don't like Jungle Book anyway.
Would that be a scenario where Sora has to, or one of the characters is, well, this would be Ventus, Hera, and Aqua, so they wouldn't dress up, I guess. But
A Robin Hood.
Wearing loincloths.
God, I need a Robin Hood world too. Anyways,
Anything else you guys want to say? Should we go into questions? We're close.
Yes.
I think.
yes, please. I'm
Okay.
hungry.
it's nice that Winnie the Pooh became a command board and is never used in a mini game thing ever again.
What? You haven't talked about the command board.
We don't talk about the command board. It's just
If you like Fortune Street, if you like Mario Party.
Thank you.
All right, I'm pulling up see what I got. From I watched the entire Orbital Super Replay group from Ben Woodley. Love this game, but I wish it kept the mature tone that was teased with the armor and the graveyard cinematic. Despite all their training and equipment, they felt the skill to Sora, which was underwhelming.
I will say that I'm disappointed that we didn't get like something out of the armors outside of the Mirage Arena. Like I know that they also use it in the final battle, in the cutscenes and in some of the final battles there, but I kind of wish that you could have used the armors as something in the game. Like I don't know. Like they look cool. I love how they look, but you don't.
I have a real quick question, actually, as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Mike, you played the PSP version, right?
Yes, I did. On a Steam Deck.
Did Terra grow a cape after you beat Xehanort in his final boss fight?
No, there was no cape.
Oh.
Okay, so the final mix version has a cape that flows out, and apparently they added that because people were butthurt it wasn't in the PSP version.
What does it matter? What does he have a cape for?
He has a cape
That's how he looks
Lingering
Lingering Well in Kingdom Hearts 2.
in the cutscene, the secret ending cutscene. Yeah.
All right. And from Jesse Whitley, I'm still mad you can't play 358/2 days on anything but a DS. I want to motherfucking replay it.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Yes,
I agree.
but also not the game that we're talking about. Okay.
Yes. Not the game I asked question for, no. From Cameron Solero, favorite out of the trio, and how did you feel about the parallels to Destiny Islands trio? Also, do you think BBS is a secret Star Trek for Star Wars game because of Eriquis and Xenoheart? I mean,
Yes.
yeah, I'm kind of. I mean, it was weird to me to have both of them from two different franchises, but that's fine.
Kingdom Hearts is the nexus of all sci-fi.
I like Ventus the most. That's my favorite of the trio, Ventus.
Oh,
Manuel, I know
already
your
said
answer.
that. Yeah. Y'all know it's my girl.
Anybody want to talk? I can edit this out.
Joe.
Oh, I thought you said Joe. Did someone say Joe?
I did say
Yeah,
Joe.
Joe. Who's your favorite character, Joe?
Oh, Ventus. There's also Ventus.
Okay.
Mm.
And Dominic?
Oh, Ventus and Mickey.
Okay. Phoebe.
Ventus and Aqua.
Aqua's good too.
Yeah, Aqua is. And last comment from this group from Dominic Cichocki, guy on the show. What do you like more, Ventus or Roxas? And as I said in that comment, I'll say again, it's the same picture, the same damn people. I don't care, same people.
No, there are differences.
I know it's too. Roxas is just a nobody of Ventus and Sora combined.
It's more than
Yes.
that. Like if you pay attention to how what's his name? Oh, McCartney. I forget his name. Jesse McCartney. He plays them like Ventus is way more Sora-ish. Like he's way more naive. Kind of naive, I guess. But he is like more and not even childish, but like, more reserved. Like Roxas, even Ansem or Diz at the time tells him, "Oh, I see your anger. You should give some of that to your other part, to Sora." Because Roxas is way more, angsty and all that. And you can even hear it in how Jesse McCartney does the voice for both of them.
Oh, I didn't know he did both. Okay.
Oh, yeah, he does both.
It's still weird, like, why they made him, like, yeah. But it also makes sense why Roxas is nobody of Sora doesn't look like Sora, so.
Also, I will say, and I know that this does not apply to Mike because Mike does shit while playing these games, so he doesn't listen to the music. Vent's theme is just...
I did sometimes.
much like Roxas's theme, in Final Mix, the other promise. Ven's theme here is just excellent, and I listen to it and just cry myself.
Oh yeah, Roxas' theme is very much hidden in Ventus' theme, and it's probably it's also my favorite track. Thank you for bringing it up, Emanuel.
Yeah, had
Okay.
to.
And from the official Laser Time community, I have from Ryan Gary. I love this entry. When I binged through all the games a few years back, very impressive. They made a solid story with the amount of plot threads they had to juggle. The Cinderella song loop was the only thing I hated about it. Okay.
Yeah.
From Philip Monroe, legitimately, this one might be my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. From Tom Pollock, never touched this one. Okay. And from Jonathan Cole, this game rocked. I think it's almost inarguable that it's the best non-mainline / number Kingdom Hearts game unless you are really into Chain of Memories. And while I had a great reception with the fan base, I do think a decent number of people missed it because it was I can't tell what he was supposed to put. Portable spin-off and not Kingdom Hearts 3 on a console. Considering the Kingdom Hearts lore, I remember finding the story here fairly concise and easy to engage with, and I did end up caring about the characters and their fates by the end.
My favorite spin-off so far is 3 Fight Over 2.
That was a really good game. That game was way better than it had any right to be.
So we never got a challenge mode or a multiplayer mode ever again out of that.
Yeah.
I like 358 by 2 days a lot, from what I remember. So I also got to play it on a real DS, too. That was cool.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And from the Kingdom Hearts group, from Logan Young, one of the best Kingdom Hearts games is definitely Birth by Sleep. You get 3 different character versions of the story and find out what eventually happens to Aqua, Terra, and Ventus. From Juan Lorera, I think the best way to play it is on the PSP. Great game, but I feel like being released on handheld held it back. Playing the HD remaster version release shows a lack of content. It's as important as a numbered title, in my opinion, and I feel like the story isn't really as fleshed out as it should be and feels a bit rushed. Still love it and the characters. Okay.
For a game that was worked on for 5 years, it does feel rushed a little bit.
Damn, that's a while, too.
I don't think it's rushed. I think legitimately we're supposed to get another trilogy, a Birth by Sleep trilogy, and a lot of the reasons why I feel like there's missing content was because they planned to not have content in the game so they could reveal it later. And they just didn't do it. They didn't do it.
And from got one left comment. From Dara Lee Covey. This was the first Kingdom Hearts game I owned because I couldn't find a PS2 plus the Kingdom Hearts game, so I bought a PSP and this. It was such a fun time when I played it. I'd been a fan ever since I played the first one with a neighbor and had watched several Let's Play of the first 2 on YouTube. This one surprised me with a fun yet sad story, and I've loved it ever since. Okay. All right, and then we'll go to Shelf Stacker Box. Or actually, no. I want to give away a code before we do that, because I've been doing that every episode now. Every regular episode. Because I have too many codes. And you're going to get the code for Hero of the Kingdom for Steam. I have no idea what this is. The code is I23CB0DIXMMG57V. That is your Steam code for Hero of the Kingdom. Whatever that is. All right. And now let's go to Shelf Stacker Box. And we'll start with a new person. Phoebe, what about you?
This is going to go on the stack. I can play it every once in a while, but it's not going to get as much replay as 2.
Okay. And Emanuel.
I mean, I proudly have it displayed on my collection there, so it is indeed in the shelf.
All right. And Joseph.
It's also going on the shelf for me, mainly story-wise, because I also agree with what Phoebe said. But also, it's also part of the story. Very much just means a lot to me as well. So, and there's a lot of reveals in this story that I feel actually, because people love Kingdom Hearts 2, but if for some reason Kingdom Hearts 2 didn't do it for you, this very much gives you like a major info plot dump.
That's for sure. All right, and Dominic.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I'm going to go back to as much as the others, perhaps. I don't know yet, but we'll see. But I think collectively the entire series is just going to be on the shelf for me.
Okay. I'm going to put this game on the shelf, too. I had a really great time playing this, and it was so much fun. And I put 20 hours in, beat it within a week, and had a great time. I really did. It was just a fun game. So I'm so happy to finally play it. And the next one you will hear us talk about, I think February is the current plan when we're recording that, is Recoded. Yep. We're doing that one next.
Yeah.
Finishing off the trilogy of
portable non-spin-off
I think Recoded
games
came out before this or so, but I really wanted to do Birth by Sleep, so I didn't give a shit. I was like, we're doing Birth by Sleep.
Yeah. Well, Recoded came out after this.
Oh, it did?
Yes.
Oh, okay, never mind then. We're doing the
Coded came out before this, but Recoded came out after.
Okay. But Recoded is the one that we got over here in the States.
Yes.
On the DS.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coded was just the mobile game that didn't come
In
here?
Japan, yep.
Okay.
So we've had the Kingdom Hearts trilogy of Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, and 2. We have the Kingdom Hearts side trilogy of 358, Birth by Sleep, and Recoded. And then we're going to have the Kingdom Hearts 3 trilogy of 3D, 0.8, and 3, plus the DLC.
And we have
And then Melody of Memory.
Oh God.
We're doing it.
Which I still haven't played.
I
guess
haven't
what? Look
finished
at
it yet.
You'll get to play it in 2025 at the rate we're going. That's my
Yep.
plan.
Yeah, I am in no hurry to play that.
I kind of low key hope that we get to Kingdom Hearts 3 before like an actual storyline trailer comes out for like
For
Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh,
The
God.
plan for
Don't
me,
worry.
if everything works, is to do Kingdom Hearts 3 next year in November and then the DLC in December. So
Okay.
I'll hold you to that, Mike. I'll hold you
mean-
hostage with my Keyblade to that.
that's
I
my
mean,
plan
we-
because I really want to wrap up the series.
I really
If we're doing
wanna get
Recoded in
replayed.
February
Three.
and 3D in like May, we have plenty of time.
So
Yeah,
Also, we
0.2 is going to be a mini, and that doesn't like it's like 2 or 3 hours long. Like,
And then
well,
Rechain's going to be a
that's
mini
the
too.
thing.
yes,
So plenty of time.
Well, also the movie is just going to be a movie episode or the.
yeah.
No, we're doing that with
Yeah.
0.8. We're going to give that mini some content.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
It works. I don't care. Not
Well, no, see,
I'll just
what
when we get to 3.
when you say the movie, are you referring to the CGI movie from
Yes.
Zero?
I think.
I
don't know.
Back
I'm
Back
referring
chapter,
to-
whatever that is. That's what he's referring to.
That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring
Oh.
to the entirety of the Unchained mobile game that has like a
that.
movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
What the hell is you guys talking about?
Don't worry
mobile
about
game?
it, Mike.
Now, hold on. The mobile game, when you play the mobile game, all that story is important to 3 as well. So the whole Unchained Union Cross, we have to watch like a 2-hour movie for that. That's all like
Hell yeah.
in-game mobile game.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Why
Hell
did
yeah.
I sign up for this? Why did I create this? I should say I didn't sign up for it. I just created this.
I've created a monster because nobody wants to see Mike no more.
And we might even do a Kingdom Hearts 1 recovered. Who knows?
Yeah, actually, that's more likely than not, to be honest with you at this point. Not that we finish the series and then I could be like, oh, this makes sense. Look at this one. I set the plot up for this.
What do you mean by finishing the series?
Yeah.
I know. Well, to
Finishing
me,
the
Melody is
Xeno-
the finish of the series at this point.
Finishing the Xenogears saga.
I mean, that's kind of the end. Melody is the end right now. I mean, when we get 4 we'll get 4 eventually, but like we'll actually be caught up with the Kingdom Hearts series at that point, and that's good enough for me.
I just love that we're
Melo-
getting another spin-off game before 4 even comes
We are?
out. Yeah, we're getting Missing Links, which is a mobile game.
Oh, that
Don't
don't.
get on the mobile game.
I don't count.
I mean, Mike, Melody of Memories, or whatever the fuck that thing's called. That is the Far From Home of the MCU's Avengers Endgame Infinity Saga wrap-up.
Okay,
You watched all the Marvel movies, Mike. You know what I'm talking about.
I did and recorded about it. Well, to a point.
That
Okay, Missing Link looks
Like it's-
interesting. I just want a trailer for it.
the epilogue, basically, or
Okay.
a epilogue.
I'm still interested. Like, I don't. Yeah, but I didn't buy it on Epic yet because it's too far off.
Yeah, no.
Might be cheaper. So we'll
Probably.
see.
We're going to have fun.
We are. Okay, let's go to plugs. Dominic, where can we find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at DACICHOCKI. I'm also on the Overblood Facebook group, and I have a podcast called Dissonant Waves on YouTube and maybe eventually other places as well.
All right, and because I forgot to do this, next week I will be talking about Conan from 2007.
The 360.
Yes, so you can be excited to hear about Conan. How many podcasts can say they talked about Conan from 07? Probably not many. All right, back to plugs. And Phoebe, where can people find you?
Hi, I'm the Let's Play Princess. You can find me on Twitter still, Twitch, and YouTube, doing a bunch of videos and other miscellaneous projects.
And Emanuel.
Yeah, Twitch.tv/CommanderLionheart, YouTube.com/CommanderLionheart, you know. Maybe I'll be back by next year. Who knows if the darkness hasn't swallowed me whole.
I'm hoping you come back next year.
I'm hoping I can make a comeback. This year has been not
Yeah.
great, so that's why I haven't been like active in anything, because I just have not had the motivation to do anything.
I get that 100%. All right. And if you enjoyed this episode, there are 550 episodes of this podcast. I can't wait till I say 600. And you can go listen to, we have a giant catalog. Go check out all our stuff. Around the time you're hearing this, the Game of the Year episode for 2023 should be close to being up. I don't remember exactly when this is going up, but it'll be close. This goes up the last day of the month. So it'll be close. Somewhere within a week or two, you'll be hearing our Game of the Year will be up. So definitely go check that out. You will see all the Kingdom Hearts episodes that we've done in the show notes of this. Plus, you can go on Podbean and search Kingdom Hearts, search Star Wars, search Mega Man, search whatever the hell you want. You never know. We do tons of stuff. So definitely go check out.
Saint Sword.
Search for
what?
Spyro and tell Mike to do the second game, damn it.
What were you going to say, Dominic?
Search for Saint Sword.
Yeah, that is on there too. We do movies, TV, comics, whatever the hell people convince me to talk about, or I convince people to talk about, I should say. So both. So yeah, check out all that catalog. If you want to support the show, we do a Patreon for Little Dog. You can vote in our Patreon polls. You will see a link in the show notes to that. And there are going to be 2 polls, bitch, in January. So definitely go support that, or go check that out and support us. And please join our Discord. You will see a link to the Discord in our show notes. So join it. We need more people to talk. So we're always happy to have more new fans in there. And I want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro courtesy of Helena at Hell Halfsphere. You can follow her on TikTok, Twitch, Instagram. You will see a link to her link tree in the show notes, so definitely go check her out. I want to give a shout out to Bill Tucker, who has his own podcast, Gamer Looks at 40, been on the show many, many times, so definitely go support him. And give a shout out to Nomads of Fantasy, another podcast I worked with. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Blue Sky, Threads, and YouTube. Audio only, but we are on all those things, so go follow us. Subscribe, makes me happy. And I think that's everything I need to say, so we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.